when I'm dreaming, brother. Even when I'm broke, I'm scheming. Real talk, no gimmicks.
Break bread or fake dead.
Yeah.
If you love me, show it, that's all I say. Break bread or fake dead. Don't wait till I'm gone just to show respect. Break bread or fake dead.
Yeah.
I'm tryna make plays, not beg for a check. Break bread or fake dead.
For real, for real.
If I ever looked out, don't forget that day. I ain't rich, but I move like I'm chosen. Same fish, same dream, still focused. Bill stacked, but I still thank God. Ain't complain once, I just play my odds. They see peace, but they don't see stress. They see the smile, not the pain I digest. If you my dog, then ride with intent. Don't cap love, I know what that meant. Break bread or fake dead. You know who real when it's time to spread. Break bread or fake dead. I've been real, never switch for bread. Came from the bottom, but I don't feel low. Had to let some fake vibes go. Still keep it solid, that's nightish cold. Never hate, just stick to the road. It's folks that smile but don't mean it. Love ain't love if you never seen it. I'm just saying, help me win a little. Don't wait till I'm gonna spin a red on bed. I'll build. But if you real, you help to feel. Break bread, that's how love spread. Night is cold, town lit. Break bread, fake dead. Yeah. I'm still grinding, watch how I tread. Break bread, fake dead. Don't show a late when the table's fed. Break bread, fake dead. Yeah. If you with me, then mean what you said. Break bread, fake dead. I don't need much, just respect my bread.
Real talk, no hate, no cap. Open soul forever.
Welcome to the Paladin.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Another day, right? Let's see, what have I been looking at today? First of all, hello to everybody. You're in the Paladin. I was in the lair last night to post up stuff to get people to come over here and subscribe to the channel. Thank you to let me make sure how many people it was. Thank you to the 10 people that subscribed. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. We got 318 more subscribers we need. And then it's all about watch hours after that. So let's see. I believe the first thing I was checking out was over there on Sharon's channel. I believe they were looking at Freezy's interview with Obsidian the second time around. And then they were talking for a minute. And they were saying that the space is a grooming station to try to get some people to transform into be playing for the other team. And then, you know, I guess somebody over an old school person went over there, or they've been going through tapes and they done found some tapes where people were talking about you need to have a friend that's on the other side of the team. They took the statement that Obsidian made at some point that they was talking about on Freezy channel about you need a queer eye for the straight guy to help you get some fashion sense. And they spun that web into it's a grooming station for dudes that's playing for the other side of the game. That was that thing. Then later on in the day, I'm just clicking through channels, right? Whoever's live is clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking. And I'm looking at the, you know, when you scroll over a channel, it'll show you what's on the channel. So I scrolled over channel and I saw John Galt. I clicked on it. He's at Drip channel. He's going on a Beano Nation tour saying that Beano stands for Black in Name Only. So that's what I heard him say over there. So then I thought I just seen Drip on a show with Izzy the day he was talking about John and this whole thing about Black in Name Only. So I go over there and say, hey, your homeboy John is over there on Drip. I don't know if it was just me or somebody called me a snitch. I don't have anything to do with any street rules. I'm a civilian. Me saying something in a chat room that's 30 or 40 people is not me whispering something. I said it publicly. And what's up with the street rules? What is this snitch stuff? People be throwing that name around real easy. Listen, I'm in the chat minding my business, and the conversation and music come up. I get snatched into it, and somebody say, I can do something better than somebody. I don't say that about people. I don't try to cut people up from under the legs, try to stop them from getting their money. I do think my music is good. I do think that the graphics that I do are good. And I do think that the AI stuff I do is good, but it's the beta stages. Maybe I need to learn some more things that'll be better than the things I've been messing with. But if you look at my intro, the me laying in the bed, I sent all the images, but the person I got to do it for me asked me that I think it was okay because I know that she saw the same problem as when I do the AI stuff. Like a long time ago, I made a TO a AI thing. It's got a part where he gets in the car, it's a little glitch there, and then the car is rolling backwards. It's a glitch there. It has glitches in it. So when she made mine, There's a few glitches, but I know that it does that. But it's good enough. So like I made some different songs because the song I went over there with the other day was, I like to experiment on different sounds. So I did a mashup. It was Cell Therapy and Griselda, a mashup. So it sounds a little wild, but if you went to different stuff, that's cool. Initially he wanted this something that sounded like my player is always a treat when players meet, and the break bread and fake dead. So I gave him that. And then he said he wanted something that sounded like a coordination, which is like, big bands at a HBCU. So then I gave him that. So he used the big man, the HBU sound at the end of for his outro. So then I went and made these other things, like for example, this. I think the hands are moving weird, but if you don't have a whole lot of credits, I don't like to go too far into the thing when we're just trying to do something simple. So let me see. We made this.
I don't care anymore what they say to my life. Been walking through the fire, had to sharpen another knife. All that talk don't matter, they ain't paying my price. If you ain't help me up, don't tell me how to live right. People can change, some people do. People can change, some people do. I don't care what they say, this is my life. I don't care what they do, just leave me alone. I've been carrying storms on my own. I don't care anymore, just leave me alone. Everything I built came from pain in my bones. Came up out them nights with no sleep, stomach.
Basically, you get it. He said he wanted a flip of, I don't care anymore what you say, this is my life. I don't care what you do, just leave me alone. That's that song, right? And then I added, people can change, some people do. That's Smokey Robinson. What's that song called? I don't care what they say if you're leaving, being with you. I think it's called Being With You. So I merged Being With You and My Life together, and then made a New York sounding beat. What up, Living Humbly? What up, Savage? We finna look into this whole thing when Melissa Ford had Charlamagne and the God on her show. All these people have asterisks next to their name, right? But I think they just live in life. Charlamagne had allegations a long time ago. That's all on YouTube. You can find all that information. Melissa Ford was considered to be a video vixen, so she's supposedly, being all up and through there. DJ Academics talked about how him and Charlamagne is buddies. They kind of are. Charlamagne tried to give him some guidance when he was up there with Complex with the show Everyday Struggle. His mentors was Joe Budden and Charlamagne. So we already know Academics situation with the girl that came to his house and his friends let him in and all that stuff. And then we already know what's going on with Joe Budden with Tahiri and Extra Baxter. Now they talking about he likes to watch his girls get, I guess whatever people negotiate. But today we're going to look at Melissa Ford and the little interview she had with Charlamagne the God on her show since she left Joe Budden's. And we're going to look at it via LaPeef Network. So I get the fair use up here. Let's get our background music popping off. Let me see. I'm going to change it. What is this here? Oh yeah, the holiday song. Let's listen to that first.
Happy holidays to my ladies and gentlemen, my old and new YouTubians, my old and new YouTubians. It's been wild, it's been crazy in this YouTube space, but we still here, still pushing, finding our own place. Shout out to the ones who grind, who do this every day, making something out of nothing, finding a way out of nowhere. My old and new YouTubians, I hear the happy holidays in the back. My old and new YouTubians, we rise and we survive and we gon' win.
Yeah, happy holidays, y'all. Let's see. Delete untitled. Gonna use this. I think it's this one. Put it on loop, turn it down, and we can get right to the show. Okay, let's hear it. All right. Let's go on with the show.
Four-minute parts and maybe like three clips of that, and then we'll go ahead and keep it moving. But so make sure we pay attention just so we can have a good dialogue. So here we go. Again, hit that like button if you haven't already.
Remember that part. I think you talk a lot about our algorithms being very subjective, and we can create these algorithms, and sometimes they're slow, kind of gets funneled to us. But I will admit that my algorithm.
So I wasn't expecting that. You know, it kind of threw me off with that one, Bo. But it was necessary. I get it. So let me go ahead and play it back to that part. 134.51. Let's go ahead and bring it back. 134. There we go. Just give me the thumbs up if it's better.
Remember that about each other. Yeah, I think you talk a lot about our algorithms being very subjective, and we can create these algorithms, and sometimes there's stuff that just kind of gets funneled to us. But I will admit that my algorithm is very specific. There's a lot of cats and dogs in there because for the, just I need the laughter and I need just, the good heartfelt moments. There's a lot of travel because I'm constantly thinking about where I want to go next and what part of the world, part of the globe I need to see. There's a lot of women empowerment stuff. But a lot of times when you do have the women empowerment part of your algorithm, a lot of the other side is going to filter itself in. And that's the gender war-y, masculinity versus femininity, whole rhetoric and stuff like that. And it does start to, kind of have an effect on you. I guess it's not that I don't believe that there is a huge swath of the male population that is interested in growth and evolution and their mental health. I absolutely believe that. I think that the ones that aren't, I think that the Manosphere, Red Pill Nation podcast bros, I think that they are so much louder.
But that's the loud minority a lot of times.
And then when you see the comments, well, not only that, I mean, when you read cases like Giselle Pellicot, the woman in France,
oh yeah.
whose husband was basically renting out her body for about 10 years and drugging her in the process to where she didn't even know what was happening to her. And then this became like this massive case in France, and 51 men saw some kind of level of prosecution, but it was up to 80 men that had participated in this. And they were doctors, lawyers, grandfathers, fathers, brothers. They were all you know, pillars of society and you know, members of society, professional, et cetera.
But they was buying pussy. The problem
They were not buying pussy. They were graping.
But wasn't he selling her? I thought he was her husband or something.
She was unconscious.
Oh,
he was drugging her and renting out her body.
Got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
That was wild. And so when you hear things about that, when you see the swath of men from all walks of life participating in something like that, when you hear about this group chat of like 72,000 men sharing pictures of their wives and girlfriends in an intimate manner and exchanging stories as to how to manipulate women and drug them and take advantage of them. And
I said I didn't have time.
Listen, there's some men that you trust the bear. What was that shit y'all was arguing about? The bear or the man? Whatever. There's some men
if you ran into a strange man or a bear in the woods, who would you choose? 98% of women chose the bear, and men lost their ever-loving minds.
I mean, because it is a very ridiculous thing. But I understand why women could feel that.
Here's the thing. If the bear kills me, that's fine. At least he didn't grape me. At least he didn't sexually assault me. At least he didn't like violate my corpse.
But what if that guy is running from the bear too, and the guy's trying?
It's entirely possible, and this is I want men to really truly understand why women have no choice but to be fearful. You have 4 daughters.
Absolutely.
I need to know what, and one of them, your oldest is I believe 17.
17.
Let me ask
you a question. Have you had more positive experiences with men than negative?
Now, why would she pull your daughters into it? You got 4 daughters. It's all these atrocities and all these men and these numbers of men and all monsters. It's crazy. It's crazy. Controversy. Okay, so I see some people on the vertical side and some people on the horizontal side. If you're on the vertical side, I mean inside I can see your chat, but come to the horizontal side so I can see you in the chat. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Let's see. I see on the horizontal side, there are 8 people watching right now. Inside the main, I see 10 people watching. Who's getting cussed out? Is that at your house? There's no one in here but me, Chalk. That's someone on the video we're looking at.
That's an interesting question.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it.
Do you know any good men in your life? And she goes, that's an interesting question. I guess we could ask that to the ladies in the chat. Do you know any good men in your life? Yeah, let me see. So, living humbly, savage. Let me look out here. So, living humbly and savage must be on the vertical side. We're on the horizontal side. Things are getting worse for Cooking with Kaya. Oh, Kaya. Let's see. Let's get back to the video.
There. I'm gonna go around. Let's just get like 1 minute, 20-second reactions to what was said, and then I got a question for the panel. Aisha, how you feeling so far about what was said?
I feel like it's she said a lot. There was a lot to unpack. I feel like, I mean, we know the red pill men. We know that they exist. I try not to engage with people. I'm one of those people, like, if it doesn't apply, I let it fly. And I feel like men like that aren't genuinely interested in women like me. So I kind of just let it fly. I think that we waste too much time on the red pill conversation. But to the last question, I think that in general, I have more good experiences with men than I do, than bad ones.
All right, go ahead, True.
We just need to mute her mic permanently.
I don't know
Melissa
about
Ford
that.
is just a trash individual. Outside of her being relatively, attractive, which is why we even listen. She seems to be scarred in ways that there is no therapy. There's probably Jesus Christ himself will have to bathe this woman in the spirit of love and fire for her to elevate past her pain, because her story, since she's not interesting, has been hurt and pain. Clearly she's not being casted for no videos nowadays. So I think that the fact that she fails to even be able to answer the last question of her experiences being good compared to bad, and she still sits on podcasts that men are interviewing her and giving her some notoriety to rehabilitate somewhat of a career is concerning.
She's sitting on a podcast right now with Charlemagne, and she can't think of a good man. Now, Charlemagne has his asterisks. Remember, he supposed to gave somebody Spanish fly when they was young in Moncks Corner, North Carolina. And that girl been telling her story forever. Star from the Stormbook. Wow. Interviewed that woman, her mom, the other girl, and all of the stuff. So I guess she's saying, Charlemagne, even though you're here to try to help boost me and you're going against Joe Buttons when you just got through defending him, yeah, I don't know any good men.
She just, yeah. I'll land there.
All right, go ahead, Naomi. Just 1 minute, 20 seconds. Reaction.
So I don't really agree with what she was saying. Given the fact that she's been, I think the part that stood out to me the most is that she was very opinionated. But then at the end, the last question, she was like, that's a good question. Like, she's questioning it. Like, she hasn't been on podcasts with men with positive interactions that are allowing her to speak and say exactly what she's saying. So she's contradicting herself.
Go ahead, White.
I think it's extremely despicable. If any woman is harmed, I think the 7,200 or 7,400 or 74,000 she was talking about was the Asian men had a group where they were like doing just some despicable stuff with wives and daughters and all that. I don't think that was us doing that. And the group I seen with some of that stuff is kind of crazy. Although men do have their issues, I hate that to actually have a conversation. It almost frames it as if you're defending bad behavior, when really we not defending or co-signing any of that stuff. But we saying, hey, not everybody is out here doing this crazy stuff that you're saying. And I get that it's happening, and I want you to be protected. I don't want anybody to fall victim to any of that. But to put that blanket on us as men, it's like, come on, like, not everybody doing that. At least speak to the amount of men that you interacted with and have positive things. And if it's only been negative, then I pray for you. I agree with you. You got to heal from that. Hopefully you get the healing you need and you get around positive men who can make you feel better than what you feel now. But I don't know how much of that is her actual experience versus her getting in groups of feminists and they sharing stories about men hurting somebody every 4 minutes and then internalizing that and thinking that all men are just out here like the boogeyman, running up behind people, kidnapping them and raping them and all this other weird stuff. And the majority of men don't stand with that. Like, we don't.
Go ahead, unconventional RJ. I'm not sure if you're there.
Yeah, I'm here. I think it just says a lot of. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I just think it says a lot about just what the gentleman said. Her healing. It makes me wonder if she had any positivity in her life, as far as father, brothers, uncles, right? Because it necessarily doesn't have to. she didn't necessarily have to answer that question in the dating format, right? Because again, did you have any positive male experiences? And to ponder on that, to think on that, I mean, it makes me just wonder. And so, if she hasn't, then it shows why she feels the way she feels. It shows why she, in my opinion, just don't like men. And that's what every time I've seen her speak, that's what I've gathered, that she just a broken woman that don't like men. And I'll end there.
All right, go ahead, Pearl.
Well, she did say a lot. There is some truth to the algorithm, but I think that that's based on like what you feed into, what you look for, or what you allow, I guess, to kind of influence you and your thinking. I don't think she said anything that we don't already.
If you look at that black male if you look at black women empowerment videos, a lot of those videos are saying what's wrong with men. So then you have the opposing views. So that's how you got all that red pill and manosphere in there too. So basically, back in the days, before I really even knew about the manosphere with O'Shea and them, I used to look at Shira 7, Crystalline Kerosene. I was looking at mostly women, and then women was bashing dudes. And Shira 7 say, don't mess with no dude unless he love you more than you love him. And I listened to them for a minute before I even got over to here. And all I see when I get over here is that you got some equal counterparts to what them ladies is saying. So they're saying this about men, and these dudes are saying this about women. So it's like you got in the middle of, I guess that's the gender war right there. And back in it, that's how I first saw Taz. That's how I first saw Jessica X. That's how I first saw Fantastic. That's how I first saw Ramil. It was them women shows that ran me into them other shows. I saw them women shows first, them black women empowerment shows. It was Cynthia G. It was Duchess. It was what's that dark skinned girl name? She used to say something about T. It was a lot of women I was looking at, and when you looking at those shows, yeah, the manosphere pop up into the algorithm. So back then, I saw Obsidian arguing with Ramil and Kuda and all of them back then. So yeah, I was looking at black women empowerment stuff at first, and looking at divestors and all of that stuff before I ever even saw Angry Man. And yeah, because the first time I saw Angry Man, he didn't even have the full beard yet. That was right after whatever that thing is before O'Shea had the Rumble. So that's why I saw Information Man and the King, whatever. I can't remember all them people. But yeah, back then it was about like pickup artists. Even Tariq Nasheed wasn't even talking black back then. He was what was his name? King Flex. It was Alan Roger Curry, Lucario, Steve the Dean. It was a bunch of like pickup artists people back when I first started watching this stuff. But yeah, let's go.
Already know about her. This is like a woman that's been around 20 years plus.
Let me see. We got a guest in the building. 1.27 seconds. Let me see. Dun.
Come on in.
Plan, it's always a treat when players meet. Judge.
What up, Truth?
Good day, Knight. How you doing?
I'm good. When I was looking at you over there earlier, were they reviewing Freezy and Obsidian video?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, I came in at the part where I watched early when they was talking about that. When I came back, I heard y'all talking about this is a grooming station they're gonna transform some dudes into being for the other side of the team. And I was in the chat saying they're gonna transform some grown men into some.
Yeah, after I seen these niggas, grown men doing some of the stuff over these last couple of years, I can believe it, man. I believe it's already didn't happen.
You think they're already transformed?
Oh yeah, without question, man. Without question. That's why they down at that conclave. They're gonna get some more people down there.
Oh well. We are looking at Melissa Ford when she had invited Charlemagne the God over to her podcast when she left Joe Budden's podcast. She said she left Joe Budden podcast because the Queen Flips was playing around too much with her, and that they became some kind of boys club and made her feel uncomfortable.
Well, that's her fault. She know where she at.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how you don't know about Joe Budden's situation when all this stuff was online. When he was with Tahiri, that was talked about online. When he was fighting with Esther Baxter, that was talked about online. When he got into it, with all this stuff has been online. And then these people went from actual altercations to ended up being on shows where altercations. So I think they was on Love and Hip Hop or something, him and Currency and some other people. So he has his asterisks. And then right here in this clip where they just played, Charlemagne asked Melissa, does she know any good man? And she was like, Even though Joe Budden gave her an opportunity for a very long time, Charlemagne, who hardly goes on anybody's panel, showed up on hers when he's friends with Joe Budden's, but she don't see nothing positive about him, evidently, because she paused. She was like, that's a good question. So I guess you don't have a father, a brother, cousins, or if she do, she don't see them as positive.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe when I had these conversations, I believe majority of women have never met an actual decent man. They don't know what it looks like. So
all they know is all they know is horrible men all the way around.
Yeah, that's why they so jaded. They have never got a chance to meet a actual, decent man. I'm not talking about a nice. They probably ran across nice guys, but I'm not talking about actual.
I'm talking about decent. I'm not talking about just nice.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about being civil.
They haven't met. Yeah, they haven't met it. You can tell. Yeah. You can tell by how they talk, how they think, what they think, all the stereotypes that they say all men do such and such. That's their world. I have never seen a man that had integrity, that didn't lie, that didn't cheat, that didn't steal, that was committed. They just haven't seen it.
Let's see. Let's get back to it.
Vixen syndrome after they didn't hit the wall. I guess that's what y'all call it.
The wall.
It's Melissa Ford. I mean, I just be feeling like certain people, we should just zoom past because we already know what they be on and what their reality is. But I get it. It has been 20 years. Maybe she's just reflecting on the choices that she made and where it landed her. Maybe she is bitter.
To me, all I ever heard about was her messing with rich dudes that was showering her with stuff. The last person I heard she broke up with was Flo Rida. And when I heard about the situation with Flo Rida, he was spending big money on her, but I guess he didn't have enough money. And then he won some kind of lawsuit and got hundreds of millions. And that was why she was on the Joe Budden podcast. And Joe looked over at her and said, "What you think about Flo Rida now?"
Mm-hmm.
So all I've ever heard is her talking about all these influential, financially stable dudes that then flew her here and did this and done that. I don't understand how you in the lifestyle, basically. Maybe you don't want to be mean and call her a prostitute, but you in a lifestyle where all these dudes are showering you with all this stuff, and you're going like, that was fun. I really had a nice time. Then you go on to the next one to shower you with stuff. But in your outlook, they wasn't really good men because they was tricks or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Look at her dating life. Look at the men that she been around. Yeah. it's just evident. It's just evident. A lot of stuff that we endure is self-inflicted, man.
I don't even know what that is, American tradesman. What is a wrench transfer? Explain what that is, American tradesman.
Maybe she's not. I mean, I don't know her personally. None of us do. But over here, I just honestly, I don't care. I just feel like she's representative of a lot of women who just make the wrong choices in life. I just think she's a public figure. And like True was saying, she's still attractive. So maybe people still give her attention. But I don't think she really talk about anything new, doing anything new. It's just like a recycled chick that's been ran through.
Damn.
You know, at one point I remember having her picture from the King magazine. Like she was like an icon back in the day. Like she would have took that and chose somebody she wanted. She could have won. She could have won.
All right, go ahead, Bo.
Oh goodness, I didn't know really what to think about. It was a lot of information in one time. It was just she was all over the place. But what I will say
that's how a lot of people be on these panels too. It'd be a lady that come up there, old or new, and they got a whole manifesto of how niggas ain't shit. I was listening to y'all when you were talking, Venus was talking. Who else was that? Jalen was talking. But yeah, when they get into the dudes, they got a whole manifesto about how it's not just niggas ain't shit. This is niggas ain't shit, and here's the the bullet point list of why they not shit. Hey, Shiesty Bum. It means I have a wrench on your other channel. You bought it, right? You bought a wrench, or somebody bought a wrench for you, right? We're talking about Melissa Ford and this interview she had with Charlemagne the God. Now, what may happen sometimes is somebody might buy a wrench, and it might overlap because I didn't remember to take it back in 30 days. But yeah, when did the wrench get bought? Because I've been here almost a month now.
one of the things that I heard was that whole bear situation. Like, I would rather the bear because the bear wouldn't blah, 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 blah. I think that men don't get how terrifying being assaulted in that way is. And so I'd rather get mauled and not violated. So I kind of agree with that. But everything else, the guy in France or whatever doing his wife like that, that does not happen in like large numbers. There are way more things that happen in larger numbers than that. So I don't know what the point of that was, but
all the chicks I know is tough chicks. They want to be where all the fuckery is. Hey, baby, you want to go? No. Why? I just don't. I don't know the reason why we need to be there. Because, like, for example, my wife used to like to catch the last movie in the theater. You know, that very last movie right before they close. So we sit at the house, relaxed and comfortable. I want to go catch this movie. And I don't want to watch it, but I'm going to drive her there. So now I'm just sitting outside of the movie. I don't know why when you're doing something like that, time seems to move slow as I don't know what. Because I wasn't finna go there and go inside of there because I knew I wasn't going to be comfortable. So I went there and stood outside of there and talked to all of the weirdos. And then when the movie ended, let's go to Nations now at 1 o'clock in the morning. And we in Nation Burger eating pie or something. Because Nations is famous for the burgers and the pie. So you got cherry pies and chocolate cream pies and banana cream pies with actual bananas in it. But it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And there'd be a whole lot of good stuff going on over there in that plaza also. But come on, my big guy, let's go there. He might be over the Breakfast Club. I'm thinking. I thought the Breakfast Club had jumped the shark some years ago. But he got the Andrew Schultz thing. He has something to do with hiring people for revolt. So he got other stuff. I even think that the Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne thing is jumped the shark also. They look like they almost sleep on that show. Let me see. Let's get back to this though. Like all of these people like saying, you know, they kind of like, that's Melissa Ford. Maybe she, you know, entitled.
Most part, I just thought that she was all over the place. But I did like that question that Charlemagne posed at the end. I kind of was like, and I've never thought about that.
You say you never thought about the question that he asked?
No, I never considered, like, my brain just never went there before. Like, have I had more bad experiences than good experiences with guys?
Yeah.
What's
that's typically what it is. I mean, a lot of times, even when women that say that they don't want to get married, once upon a time they wanted to get married, but they had a bad experience, and then now the outlook on marriage is different. Question for the panel: when dating, how do you tell the difference between fear-based on real danger and fear-based on past stories?
I can answer that.
Go ahead.
I would say actions. I think that's how you could tell the difference. It's based upon the person's actions, what they're displaying, what they're showing. I've always told my whole concept with dating, and I've told women this, and it's just my opinion. A person actions and words have to align for you to be able to know if they are living in their truth. I don't believe that they.
Here, I got a question here. When did we start talking like that, Truth?
Talking like what? What do you think?
When a man is living in his truth.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, it's from being around all these daggone females, they picking up the speech and the adoption of their cadence. Man, bro, I'm telling you.
I've never asked a man about his emotional intelligence. I never asked a man about his truth. All this like psychobabble. And then, is this your actual story, or are you living vicariously through somebody else? What up, Stanley?
Vicariously through somebody else?
I think so. Because all I see is dudes kissing ass.
They lying so much. People on here lying so much to the point where they believe that it's the truth now. They literally will die for what they're saying right now, even though they done lied so much that it became their reality. That's who they are.
I done been too many places where I see some itty bitty tiny woman yelling and touching and doing too much to a gigantic man and begging him to do something. I seen one where the girl was acting crazy and the dude just flinched like this, and she fell all on her stuff and started talking about who she finna go get. He flinched. Would you go get at somebody because they flinched at a woman? Because they don't care about sacrificing you, that you care about, they're supposed to be like connected to you in some way. Because I know the people that in my family that do that. I am not going to answer to none of them calls. That's an ambush. That's a backdoor.
Yeah, no. If I have a woman that I care about and she's standing arguing with a man, me and her going to have a extreme conversation, because why are you putting yourself in danger like that? Know your place. Know your place. Your place is not to be standing there arguing with a man because you know the world says he's not supposed to put his hands on you. That's the only reason why you're doing that.
Yeah. And some people, mother told them, if she touch you, knock her little crazy ass out before she stab you or shoot you or something. Because I think when a person get comfortable enough to put their hands on you, they might not stop there.
Yeah.
Like I was watching Krishan Rock. First she put hands, then she started throwing vases, then she started talking about getting bats. No, you're not finna stab me and hit me with bats. No. Let's just nip this right in the bud. If it's a throat shot or whatever it is to stop you, so you know then people can get here.
Yeah.
I watched one of them police cam shows when they pulled up to the place and the boyfriend is out there, shirt ripped, scratches everywhere and whatever else. And I forget she had a scratch or something on her. And he explained the story where he woke up, found out that she was cheating with somebody, and he was just trying to leave. And she told him he couldn't leave. So she started grabbing him and scratching him and doing all of this stuff. And he just kept saying he wanted to leave. So then they asked her the story. She said the same thing. Then they asked the mom the story, and she said the same thing. And then that turned into, why are you taking his side? No, his side. And then when they handcuffed her, she came up out of that character she was playing and said, "Fuck you, white man. I'll get my daddy to murder you." Pig, cracker. I'm like, that's a whole different person talking about all that soft talking. Why you gonna take his side? Then the next thing, it got real, if to look at it, to see it, it was real creepy because her whole voice and everything changed. So I wonder what it's like for instance, I look at these women on that panel right there. I don't know nothing about them. I can't think that they, negative and monstrous and whatever else. But then I listen to them talk. And I started going, man, that's spooky. How do you believe that stuff that you have coming out of your mouth? Right? Even I be places I'm not gonna say it. Let's move forward. Oh man.
A person can continue for a long period of time of actions and words without the lie coming out of it. And if you're paying attention, you'll be able to see it and tell, if this person is real or not. So with your question, I believe action. I think that's the first step is this person consistent? Are they showing you what they're telling you? Or is it different? So I'll land with that. Just it's action for me.
All right. Anybody else? When dating, how do you tell the difference between fear based on real danger and fear based on past stories?
Watch. You saying from the woman perspective?
Like, I'm a little confused with this lady with this beautiful dress and like the Mickey Mouse ears and what's happening right here?
Or as a like, whose perspective are we speaking from?
I was just speaking kind of in general.
General. So as a man, I would say,
and I don't understand that either. Why do I have? Okay, let's do it. If I'm on camera, why do I have to say as a man? What else? What other way can you answer it? Let's see. $1950s. Well, I never heard it, Stanley. Nor this one I be hearing on the social media streets when people say as a man, I can say. Why not just say it? We can see that you're a man, Marcus. Truth is all talked out now.
If you got to actively listen to the person who's talking, because they'll tell you why they feel a way about something. Like you hear somebody talk about why they against marriage and why they super pro prenup because they went through a situation while they was married, and then the wife did XYZ, and they're like, look, I'm never gonna put myself in that situation where I get married again. Most times people will tell you if you listen to them, especially if the pain is really fresh, they'll tell you what the issue is. Versus them just speculating and saying stats all damn day. Like, well, the odds are that this, and the third is going to happen. That's kind of somebody operating off of other people's stories versus their own personal experiences. Personal experiences usually have like a air of relatability to them, and you want to tread them like cautiously because you don't want to trigger that person.
All right. Anybody else on that?
I don't think I can give a good answer because sometimes I still don't know.
Still don't know what?
The difference. When you're talking about feelings for people, it's hard to know. Like it takes me a minute to kind of assess and figure it out. So like it's just time for me, and I can kind of figure it out. Like danger, like immediate danger, like physical, you can kind of see that coming if you know what you're looking for. But like being hurt emotionally, you don't always see it coming. So I don't think I can give a good answer on that.
Who are they dating? Look, we at a standstill. Truth is up here asleep. The chat is completely at a standstill. What's happening right now? Let me see. What's going on? What's the distraction? I'm going to guess. Let me see. It's a lot going on, man. Psychopathia. Let's get back to it. I'm getting money as I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's wild out here, brother. Do you see this out in the real world? All this skepticism and we got to date forever and all this other stuff. I got to go through all the. I'm in my 40s because I know these people in their late 30s, early 40s. I'm in my 30s and 40s, and I need to go on 1,000 dates to get to know somebody. You got to test them and test them and test them. I got to see if they're dangerous. As a man is his truth. I guess.
Okay. I got a couple questions. Go ahead, Naomi. You want to chime in?
Yeah. So I would say, so I don't really date much, but I have a habit of observing people. And if you observe them long enough, they'll show you exactly who they are. Have certain types of conversations with them, and they'll tell you exactly who they are, and believe them. And you'll know if it's from trauma because they'll repeat it. Oh, I picked up this habit from, da 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 da, or in my childhood this happened, da 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 da. And as you have conversations, you'll be able to tell if it's from the past or if it's from something here recent. And I actually kind of agree with Bo that a lot of times you won't know if you're gonna experience danger emotionally or mentally. But I think if you have strict, or not.
What's mental danger and what's emotional danger? Come on, Truth, wake up. Hey, y'all, can put this tea up here and go to sleep. What is mental damage? Wait, what is mental danger and emotional danger?
Mental.
She said mental danger or emotion. You can't prepare yourself for mental danger or emotional danger.
Well, first of all, why can't you?
I'm trying to figure out what's emotional danger.
I guess just like
heartbreak.
I guess anger, jealousy, anything that's dealing with it. I guess you would consider a negative emotion.
I don't like when they frame this stuff like this. Yeah, everybody can get their feelings hurt, but are we gonna call your feelings being hurt emotional danger?
Yeah, they love to use buzzwords to. It's just like there's this verbal abuse and
financial abuse, yeah, all that kind of stuff.
All this.
I'm not abusing you financially because I ain't got it.
Yeah, that stuff. Because the first thing somebody say, you verbally abused me, right? And then you ask them, have they ever said any of those words that you consider verbal abuse to anyone, to the person that you're claiming that's verbally abusing you? And have you ever said any of those words ever? And do you consider when you did it verbal abuse? Verbal abuse will be anything that we want to now consider abuse.
Exactly. So you can make it up.
Yeah, it's literally made up. We try to find other ways to magnify something and to play this victim. You're a victim. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. Emotional danger. I mean, I guess she's saying try to be proactive. I don't know, man. I don't
There's
know.
a lot going on.
Yeah, they try to see more deep than they are, man.
Let's see. We're gonna have to figure out how to utilize all these different things.
Nothing worse than a smart, dumb person.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, Melissa. There we go. So we having a bunch of like, because I keep hearing these same things on all these. I hear narcissism. I hear discernment. I hear
Yep.
Financially abusive, emotionally danger,
emotional intelligence,
yeah, all of this. And what I be trying to wonder is, with all this that you're saying, if a person was all these things that you that I hear these people saying, why would they mess with you? Because a lot of these people I be hearing talking about verbally abusive are verbally abusive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't necessarily dislike these folks, but they'll tell you in the midst of them doing something, you know I can talk too much, and it'd be burdensome, and then they start talking too much.
Yes.
So isn't that misusing people and wasting people time?
Yes. That is my biggest problem that I have with people as a whole. Because we downplay.
They're not the example of the thing that they want.
Yeah.
Because if you were the example of the thing that you want, my experience with you would be more pleasant.
Correct.
So I say to people, the way that I talk, if you're talking to me the way that I talk, I don't take it personally, because I know my intention is not to try to hurt your feelings or whatever else. But what I'm probably not going to do is acquiesce and bow down to make you feel some kind of way, because I really am not doing anything to you. All I'm doing is just talking. And then when you get on here and get aggressive and start talking about, don't make me go there. No, you live there. You did this nice person. That's why I call nice nasty. This nice person that you faking to be right here, no one believes it. They may deal with you and be pleasant, but there's no way no one believes that you're nice.
Well, there's people that believe they're nice, except for the people that ain't stupid. People that see right through it.
I don't think it's people that believe these people, because they constantly saying stuff and doing stuff that ain't nice. It's quite a few people on here. They'll call you Mr. This and blah blah that and act like everything is cool, but I don't believe it. Like, it's a certain person I know, see in the space a lot. I'll be in the chat, I'll say what's up to them, and they act like they don't acknowledge me at all. Then I'll pop up on a panel somewhere there, and they'll go, "Oh, hi." I'm like, wait a minute, I got through talking to you. Oh, I didn't see you. There's no way. Your name lights up in orange when people talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I be listening to these things, and I be like, if you want to deal with this person, you got to go through a whole interrogation, a psychotherapy interrogation. Now, you don't think you're narcissistic? I don't think so. Now, come on. I don't know what you're saying. Come on to. I don't look at myself above people. I just don't look at people as above me.
Like, that's another word that's overused, but what I will say is more prevalent than a lot of people.
I do believe that.
Yeah,
I think they should almost take narcissism out of the whatever, because there's so many people involved in it. But to me, when I think about narcissistic people, it kind of stands out because they have to control the room. They need everybody to be their friend. If you stop being their friend, they have to destroy you. I thought that was what a narcissist was.
Along with a host of other things.
A lot of other things, but those things we see happen in this space. So because we may have had some kind of whatever, now all of a sudden, you know, Night ain't cool and we gotta end him. And I'm like, damn, why?
Yeah.
We on whole other shows and like, if you heard this motherfucker, I say what I say there while I'm there. I'm on a show and the John Galt dude is telling CT, you should hear if I hate a motherfucker, I'm not gonna be on this show. I don't hate nobody. You made a whole song about me. I don't hate you. You just a slumlord. That don't mean I hate you. I'm not the one on here calling people hard ERs. Now you're going on a tour talking about Bino means by what he said name? What he said should mean black in name only. So he's saying that Angry Man ain't black. They keep doing the same thing. Angry Man is a Mexican. His name is Juan Valdez. And I'm like, what if that is even if that is the truth, why do I need to know that? I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Hi, Myla M. Stone.
I don't care. Yeah, that's the same thing. Because like, what does that change? It's certain stuff that just doesn't matter to me because it's other things that are way more important that people don't even make a focal point to evaluate. You worried about whether somebody black or FBA or something like that?
Yeah, all of that stuff. That's what I'm saying. I was looking at that same Obsidian thing, and you had everybody going at him. So if they're saying he's gay, okay. Well, he suggested some gay stuff, so he's gay. Okay. There's gay people around. I got gay cousins and stuff. I wouldn't want to hope physical harm on a gay person. I just don't agree with their lifestyle. Don't stop me from when I see my cousin being like, "What's up, cuz?" I don't treat them no differently. I just know that they're gay now.
Yeah, I just don't.
And in this time, do you have to still be in the closet in 2025?
I don't know.
I'm just saying it's all on cartoons. They're teaching stuff in school. It's all on movies. It's all on TV shows. Everywhere you look, it's just flaming. They when they had a parades, they outside doing whatever publicly in the streets parade. Why do you have to keep it a secret nowadays? As a matter of fact, I knew some rapper dudes that were saying maybe they're gonna fake like it because they could probably get some more sponsorships or whatever else. And I think that they just really gay, but they make that joke. No, just if you that, you that.
Yeah.
Especially in these YouTube streets, you got a lot of lisps and people that can't say S's, and it's F these women all the time. I'm like, and I don't be saying that they're gay. I be saying, let's listen to what you're saying verbatim. So what is the alternative? And then they go, and you always calling somebody gay. I'm really not. I'm asking them, if you're saying F all women, then what? I'm confused, Truth. And shout out to my brother Sharon. I know he got a like a Russian wife or something, but the V-neck can't get no smaller than that, brother. You can't be in the small and it's loose. I understand your thing about health and everything, but my goodness. And then I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I need to, I don't know, man. To sit up and I don't know. I wouldn't sit up and say that just, the manosphere is gay and the leaders of it is gay. I don't know what Angry Man has said that make him gay. I don't know what O'Shea has said to make him gay, but they be telling me Kevin Samuels said this stuff and this stuff. I thought I watched him. I never heard none of this stuff. I did hear the one when he was talking to the dude and he was asking him about his junk. That was, but I didn't hear all this stuff they saying. But they say your haters know you better than your support. Maybe that's why Sin thinks she know me.
I don't want to say strict. If you have some type of boundary, no matter what it is, whether, and you're solid in it, then you'll be able to be aware of certain things before the damage is actually like really hard, if that makes sense.
And maybe it's the truth that I just like prostitutes because they make it easier. When I keep hearing about boundaries and standards and what is all these obstacles for? Somebody tell me. What is all these barriers to fucking?
But can I pose a question? Why? I don't understand why you both said you can't emotionally wise identify, and I don't understand why not, right? Because if we're saying action wise, when you're watching them, you're observing them, you're listening, it's to me in my mind, I don't see how they can get past you with okay, for example, if let's say emotional wise, right? They hurt you in the sense of in the format of how they talk to you, right? And maybe that first time they apologize, but then if you're observing, right, because you're watching, observing patterns, right, that every time you're seeing when in different scenarios or y'all get into an argument or whatever, they talk to you crazy, right? So from that stance, and you're seeing that pattern emotionally, you can now start to you're observing and seeing, okay, wait a minute, this is becoming a normal thing, and right there is a flag to say, okay, hold on, let me address this, let me figure it out. So I'm just trying to figure out what stops you from seeing these things, because I just feel like human beings, they show it, man or woman, they will show it if you're really listening, seeing, and paying attention.
All right, so did you hear my
What you listening, seeing, and paying attention to? What you're looking for?
response whenever I said that if you have boundaries, like, so if you are getting to know somebody and you don't know somebody how they're going to react to you until that moment. So as you're getting to know this person and you're spending time with them, you begin to start caring for them. At least I would hope so. If you're dating intentionally, then a situation arises a couple of months later and you're like, oh my gosh, he's talking to me kind of crazy. That's why I said you won't know until you know. And then once you see it, that's when you cut it off to where the damage isn't done as much. Now, if you ignore it and you welcome it, then, you know, that's just a different scenario. But the pain will be there. So there's no way for you to guard actually against it until it actually happens.
I need like more in-depth scenarios. What is talking crazy?
If it happens, and then communicate through it depending on the individual. Does that make sense? Like physical, you listen, I can totally, if I'm face to face with somebody and I'm watching body language, I'm gonna know if this dude is gonna want to swing on me or something, or if he, you know, loses his temper or something like that physically. But you won't be able to prepare for certain situations emotionally and mentally, especially if you guys have been in like the honeymoon phase of the dating, where you guys are like, hey, good morning, handsome, and you're texting back and forth and you're all lovey-dovey with each other, and oh, that's my favorite color too. You're not going to know something until you actually come to it. And it's usually through a disagreement. It's usually through, you know, having difference of different types of values, morality, and you won't know it until you actually get there. So you can't actually guard against it. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a woman. So if I'm dating, so when I choose to date, it's going to be for marriage. And I'm going to be all in from the beginning. And that probably is dumb. But I'm going to be loving as much as possible. And I'm going to try to be all there as much as possible.
I got to play devil's advocate, JR. I don't think any of the women are being honest about this question. And I only say that because If women, in my opinion, were really concerned about their physical safety, they would pick men based on their physical safety. And most women overly desire men who are vehemently larger than they are. So if you were really thinking about your safety, in my opinion, you would pick men that would better suit the threat of that safety being imposed on. And what I believe to be more true, again, in my opinion, is that they think about safety from outside threat, and then they think about sex, which is why, in my opinion, that's the attraction to the physicality. Because if you was really concerned about a man putting hands on you, you probably would want to pick a man closer to your stature, or somebody that's framed is more in line where you could probably escape that threat. But
well, true. What would you say to somebody saying that they selecting the man based off men being predators and them trying to get the strongest man they can to defend them from other men?
That I spoke to that. Like,
yeah,
okay. I was lost over it. I said, yes, I think that it's a duality of thought. I think they do think about that. But I also think that if it's from she being safe, if this man loses it, I probably have a better chance of fighting him off if he don't got 120 pounds. I mean, that's just logic. But again, that's I don't believe it to be true that they worry about safety in that perspective, honestly.
Well, we do, but I will say it's not the first thing that comes to our mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man might abuse me. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like that. It's a thought. If there is,
I just think abusive dudes kind of stand out as being abusive, but that could just be me. I don't know. Hey, Deborah Leonelli. Yeah, I agree with you. But it's a lot of ladies in the chat. Is that y'all experience that it's like lions, tigers, and bears out here? Every man is ready to pounce on you. And that song say, I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears.
an action that piques a concern. Like the way, like if he raises his voice at you, or if he kind of slightly push you down, it's always like this little thing that if you're paying attention, it happens. And then we're concerned about our physical safety. But in the beginning, it's not like, I don't think that. I'm always afraid of like strange men, but not like men who like me. But I still do have to be like aware of it. You still have to be aware. It's an awareness and not a fear, if that makes any sense.
Let me get Aisha in there. Aisha, Max, another question just to kind of keep it going. How should someone explain their safety worries without sounding like they're blaming all men or all women?
You mean like physical safety or emotional? Because I mean, I feel like that's two different things.
You can explain both.
I'm gonna have to go with both. Like, I don't feel like I walk around here feeling physically unsafe when it comes to men, like especially men that are interested in me. I can't think of a time in my life where a man like approached me and I was like, I feel unsafe. But emotionally, I think that you just have to have conversations and you have to just get to know that person. It's no other way of doing that. And, you know, we all know that in order to know somebody, you kind of got to go through something. So you really don't know a person unless something happens out of the norm that triggers an action. And I feel like the biggest thing for me in this conversation is once that action occurred, how do you maneuver that situation? because I think as women, we automatically like we done red flag, we running for the hills. I know I do. Like I'm not, you know, I'm at a stage in my life where like the first red flag, I'm out of there. So I think that just learning how to maneuver those situations when you do feel emotionally unsafe, or especially if you feel physically unsafe, because it can get dangerous out here in these streets. Like men can change on you in a drop of a dime, and if you don't know somebody, then you don't know that your actions might trigger them, or somebody else's actions might trigger them when you're out. Right? I've been out with a dude, and he reacted to someone else that made me feel like I ain't never going out with dude ever again. And it wasn't even towards me. You know what I mean? So it's like, you just kind of got to read and know people and have the power of discernment as a woman, because our life literally depends on it.
Anybody else can add anything? Anybody want to say something? All right. It's the last question then before I play the next clip. How does...
I got one.
Go ahead. And what?
One quick question. So if y'all had to answer that bear in the woods or a man, what would y'all answer out of curiosity? You know the meme, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear? What would y'all answer be? I'm just curious.
Oh, I already answered that.
What'd you say, a bear?
Yep. I told you why. I explained.
Yeah, I ain't say nothing. That was Psycho Smack. That was.
What about you?
I would say a man. I'm terrified of animals. I wouldn't make it.
All right. What about you, Pearl? Naomi?
A man.
No.
A man.
Okay. Did you want to add anything else to that?
Yeah, I'm gonna choose the woman too. I don't even want to be in with the bear. The bear thing is crazy. And the biggest woman up there say she'll choose the bear. Shout out to her. Maybe it's an optical illusion. Yeah, I gotta start all the way back from scratch on a new channel, but I'm gonna be here until it get monetized over here. Even though the other channel is active, I'm willing to lose super chats because we gotta build this channel. Gotta get these watch hours in. Yeah, and then that whole dating thing. No, if you want to be together, let's just be together with intent. Let's see.
Not the greatest personal romantic relationships with men.
So based off that, you know that all men aren't terrible human beings.
I do know that. However, I will say this. You want to know one of the reasons why women watch all that murder, death, kill stuff, all the serial killer stuff? Because we're trying to understand what threat looks like. Because usually it's presented as somebody who's very, very normal. The BTK killer, Dennis Rader, he was a pillar of his community. He was an active member of his church. You know, John Wayne Gacy, same thing. Like the evil.
But why they don't ever do the positive stories? Meaning, like, because all of this, I'm not saying it's not true, because it's definitely true. But
yeah, I had a cousin that used to do that. They just leave it on that channel with Snapped and First 48 and they just look at that all the time. How can you just consume all that negativity? I try to look at happy, fun stuff. I even try to have happy, fun conversation, but these people are all wound up. You made a song about me, so you gotta hate me. No, you use a hard ER. Do you hate them people? You showing black people in the worst light, but they living in your places. So are they horrible people, or are you a slumlord? This is not. And then you the one that said, F this fat M effort, blah, 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 blah. That was you. I don't get this. Nidish loves it. Okay.
Propaganda works both ways. If there was a network that showed us,
We sound like
you
this.
know, these great men who did right by women and, you know, protected women and held women down, your perspective wouldn't lean so much to, you know, men ain't shit, I gotta go with the bear.
No, trust me. I place in my algorithm men that I know are, there's a guy named Will Hitchens online. There is this podcast. It's these 4 young Black boys. I can't remember what the podcast is called right now, but I mean.
Oh, you're talking about
it starts with a J.
Jamming or something like that?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, they're from Chicago, I think.
So why couldn't you name them men when they said, do you know of any, when he said, do you know of any positive men when you naming them now?
I love them. I love them because it's just, they take men and brosphere and.
So you love men who go after men. So they said, we love Sharon because the whole show is going to be about how men ain't together and how men need to get their shit together. And I would say, no, this, what I am right here is what I am right here. This is what I am right here. If you can come along and help me figure out some kind of shortcuts to get more to some bags or something, that's cool. I wouldn't fight you about that. But to come into my life and be like, I couldn't be with a woman who's just like, I'm sure these women couldn't be with no man that sits up and talking about all these women do this and women do that. And I couldn't be with no woman that's all these men are this and all these men are that. I couldn't be with that either. That's annoying. I had a woman I met online and I was talking to her in the chat. She said, I'm going to give you my number because I want to hear you say this stuff directly to me. And she gave me her number and I said it directly to her. She said, now what you mean by let's just be together? I mean, literally that. Let's just be together. Are you crazy? Are you insane? I'm like, what do you mean by that? I got to get to know you. I said, we can get to know each other on this damn app right here. We're talking to each other now. Well, I got to see how you act around people. I don't really be around people. I'm like a recluse. Well, I like to go out. I wouldn't stop you from going out. I'm having a straight up legitimate conversation with her. And everything I'm saying is like, huh? What? What? That's weird. What's weird about it? You saying you're ready to take things seriously. You don't want nobody playing games with you, but you want somebody to be a part of a rotation of dudes and take you on dates and vacations. That's playing games with me.
Red pillars to task. And their rhetoric is so respectful towards women, and they just have so much common sense for being so young. So I follow them. I follow Deontay Kyle. I definitely have an algorithm full of men that are, you know, that are allies to women. But I will also find myself in the comment section of certain things. And
who are these men that's allies to women? What does that even mean? Like, to me, I look at us as a whole community, men, women, and children. But when I listen to a lot of these women talk, it's like it's women and children and them dudes is over there. And if you come into my kingdom, you better come in with your dowry. And I may look at your diary and take it and give you a pat on the shoulder and say, well, it was nice to meet you.
It's just, it's very polarizing, and it pulls you. And especially, you know, I mean, I've had my own experiences of being around a certain type of, a certain group of men who exhibit groupthink. Mm-hmm. And that groupthink tends to lean very misogynistically. So it has an effect on you, you know, as somebody who's just kind of like absorbing it simply just because I'm a woman and I'm the woman in the room kind of thing. It's just.
I listen, are there fuck boys out here? Yes, but I still believe in the circle of trust of humans. And I believe that the shooting percentage when it comes to the circle of trust of humans is still very, very high in spite of all the bullshit. And what do I mean by that? We wake up every day, every single one of us, and we trust that we not gonna go crazy. I don't know none of these people in this room, but one of these motherfuckers could go crazy and fuck up the whole day for everybody. You could go to freaking Dunkin' Donuts and order a coffee, and it's that one person in the back who might decide, you know what, I'm gonna put some fucking, you know, fentanyl or arsenal in her shit. Or you might get in the car with the Uber driver and that person decides to run off the road. My point is, we don't think about that type of stuff. You don't go into Dunkin' Donuts and think somebody's gonna put arson into your fucking drink. You don't order the Uber and jump in the car and think this person's gonna run me off the highway. You don't walk in rooms with perfect strangers and be like, okay, you know, who's gonna be the person that shoots this shit up? So there's a circle of trust that exists amongst humans. And in spite of all of the bullshit,
every day. So I talked about the dude that got stabbed at the Walmart, but that's the Walmart we go to. And you have to have that kind of trust to walk from your car to that front door, because a fool could act a fool anytime. Follow you to the place, follow you from the place, the whole thing. And my head stay on the swivel, but I move around. When I was moving around in my city, I would be at St. Vincent de Paul, then go from St. Vincent de Paul over to Costco, then go from Costco to Home Depot. I'll go from Home Depot into Walmart, then come from Walmart and probably go up to Safeway, because it's different little things I want from these different places. Go from Safeway and probably go to what's in there? They got a McDonald's in there. They got a they got a Chinese food place. They got that place I call Sons of Liberty. So I might stop at multiple places before I ever get home. I probably would be, let me see, because I would leave out early when I would do my thing. So I would probably go to the furthest place and start working my way back. So I'd probably go to Costco, Home Depot, Walmart, Safeway, Sons of Liberty, and my last stop would probably be St. Vincent de Paul, because St. Vincent de Paul is like a restore. They be having like cabinets and doors and knobs and all this other stuff. It's like what they call themselves. It's like a estate sale type thing. They take houses down, and you know the stuff that's good, you know, like a vintage old table or whatever. So sometimes it's lumber. Yeah, so I'm drifting around everywhere. I would be an easy Vic because I got 2x4s and 2x6s and who knows, buckets of paint and all kind of stuff in that damn Astro van. So everything is kind of open and tied down and whatever else.
Do pretty good at making sure that all of us are safe and protected. So I can't base everything off, you know, just the bullshit. Now, do I, you know, raise my daughters with that mentality?
I'm gonna go ahead and stop it there. Let's go ahead and get quick, immediate reactions. Go ahead, Pearl.
I knew you was gonna come speak. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, at this point, she just rambling. Like, I didn't lost my train of thought as to what I was gonna say.
Come on.
Shut up. Like, it literally just played, but
just say skip.
You might have to come back to me. Like, I literally just had a brain fart.
I could say something. I hate every podcast she mentioned. Like, everything that she mentioned, I like have actually physically put not interested on my Instagram because I'm tired of seeing it. Like, all the four little boys, I'm not little boys, the four young men she talking about, all they do is every time I see a clip, it's about racism. Like, consistently, that's all they talk about is racism, and probably the other part is like misogyny. I don't want to hear that all day. I get it. Like, we might have problems in the world. Talking about it all day, like, that's our favorite thing to talk about. And it's like, yo, that's not draining to y'all?
It is. Because a lot of places I go, it's plenty of white folks. You know what never, ever really happens is one of them come up to me talking crazy. In fact, they're more helpful. And it's reciprocal too. Like I said, we used to always go to the food trucks in Alameda. Alameda's full of white folks and Asians and it's some everything. It's a melting pot. So at them food trucks, it'd be some black folks too, but it's everything there. Ain't nobody getting into it. We all chopping it up. We all laughing. People's cars is open. We all hanging out. Nobody getting into it. One time in Alameda, I had a white guy just look at me kind of funny when I was going to where was I going? I know I was in the parking lot across the street from them. Oh, I was going to this place right on the corner of where this movie theater is to get some gator gumbo. Yeah, he got out of the car with his wife and kids and he was just looking at me, but not like he was finna run over at me. He was looking at me like the look in his eyes, I can't read people's mind, but it's like, please don't do nothing to us, black man. But I looked at him looking at me and I just gave him the head nod. He gave me the head nod and he went back on to, I don't mind being first to smile or first to say hello. It's all right. It's all good.
Well, that's what they say about the men's spaces as well.
Oh, you already know how I feel about red pill. Like, you already know how I feel about that. I ain't a red pill bull.
How you feel about it?
I think red pill guys are for the most part are male feminists. They just like the opposite version of feminists. They are radicals on the other side. On their scorn and their hurt, and they just out for vengeance for the most part. Then there are some guys who are just being real and they just, they kicking the game and they just telling you what they know. The idea of red pill, I like it. Like I like the idea to some degree of feminism. I'm like,
Yeah. With feminism, first wave, you can understand. Once it started getting wobbly, I was talking to Daryl one time. He was breaking down like that second wave a little bit. And I was like, okay, I kind of understand what you're saying with that. But then third and fourth is when everything hits the fan. And then the same thing with the red pill, when people get to talking about it's over completely and ain't no good women and they always have to wait for the other shoe to drop. That's extreme too. Like I said, if it was a politic type of thing, I wouldn't be a conservative or a liberal. I'd probably be a moderate. It would be in the middle. And it's the same thing with the feminism and the red pill and other stuff. I just like being nice to people. I want people to be nice back to me. If you're not being nice to me, I don't want to sit around and hold on to whatever the negativity is. I want to move on.
Just give them the, equality of opportunity. I agree with that. You should be able to try and, do what you want in life. But I think that people have taken it, bad actors, they've taken it and they've turned it into something else. And yeah, that's kind of like, like fresh and fit, like goofy shit, like, stuff like that. And sometimes they say some stuff that makes sense, but for the most part, I think a lot of the red pill spaces, they just want to slam dunk some shit on some women. I'm saying that's all.
Yeah, I to respond to what you're saying about the red pill, and this is not me necessarily defending them, but my perspective is I think that medicine and
I think that he was spot on. I think that Mont was spot on. I didn't think he was because some people be just like, fuck them niggas, them niggas is hoe ass niggas. But what he said, I agree with. The idea of it, of you trying to, protect yourself and know your worth and all that, the idea of it is cool, but the extremes of it is the problem. So I agree with what he said.
Knowledge is tier level. So your fresh and fits have an audience because there's men like yourself, maybe like me, maybe like Marcus, maybe like JR, who have certain levels of gifts and privileges. So sometimes our viewpoint on life is going to look different. I think that on the other side, women are the same way. You have women like Melissa Ford, who's talking about her experience, but she's in a very privileged position, always has been actually for the duration of when we know her, right? And so I get it. maybe yourself, myself will be like, okay, that's a little extreme, bro. Like, that's not really how it goes. But that's speaking from my own experience. Because even when I've listened to like Fresh and Fit and others, I haven't gone through a lot of the things that maybe your average guy has gone through. Like, I never had no girl ask me for no Cash App. I think that's goofy. Like, yo, she asking you for money. That's wild. But I can't deny that that's occurring. You know.
Got
so
you.
I,
So,
yeah.
so if I want to repeat what you said. Not what you said, but I want to paraphrase so that you can let me know if I'm understanding what you're saying. So you're saying that the things that these guys are talking about might be valid, and I may not have experienced it, but that doesn't take away from the validity that there's things that are going on about what they're saying. That is that kind of.
Yeah, that paraphrases it. Because basically, all the men that I've talked to over the course of just my lifetime, I can clearly tell where they've had experience and exposure or lack thereof, especially when it comes to women. It's the simple thing of when I'll say things like, yo, I'll never have a girl put me out, or I don't sleep on my own couch, or she can't show up on a date with sneakers on. And they're like, what? Or the fact, I don't care if my girl get mad. Like, her get mad does what? But for most dudes, when they hear me talk, they're like shook. Because in their world experience, that's normal.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So I'm not saying at all that the qualms that they have aren't legitimate, right? There are a lot of things that they say that make sense and are legitimate.
And that's I don't know what you're about to say, but that's what I'm saying. I believe that you might have experienced those things. The thing though is, why are you holding on to it? Like the other day, we was talking to Lord ADS, and I don't know who all else was up there. I know Truth was probably there. I think Savage was there. But this whole thing about heartbreak, I believe that's the real thing. Why are you staying heartbroken? Why isn't it something in you to say, I need to get over this, I need to get over her? But people be talking about stuff that happened to them in like high school, elementary school. In elementary school, this bitch did this to me and I've been a pimp ever since. What?
But that's not my issue. My issue is, for example, we got Bo here, right? Bo may say some things that I disagree with and that I've disagreed with for a long time, right? However, I want to have conversations with Bo because I think that through conversation, I can change her perspective. Or maybe she can change my perspective, right? And a lot of the red pill guys, they don't have that patience, right? And I think that, for me personally, I think that emotional control is a sign of masculinity. A lot of those guys don't have that. They don't want to have conversations. Like, that's what I never like. I'm damn near Republican, right? I don't like the idea. I never used to like the idea that like liberals don't want to have conversations. I didn't like Kamala because she wouldn't sit down and have a real conversation. If she just went on a podcast and just talked all the way through, I'm like, oh, I think I kind of know her, right? The fact that she just didn't want to do nothing that wasn't scripted, that bothered me, right? I'm all for the conversations. And I think a lot of these guys, they don't want conversations. They want to shut Bo up. They don't want her to talk no more. Like, I don't agree with stuff like that.
So if you didn't hear what I said when I started my soliloquy, would you say that it's based on your tier level? Because to me, I look at it as you would be a man that has a different tier level. You have the capacity. I like the word capacity. You have the capacity to be able to handle a bow. And what I mean by handle is engage. You have some validity from your vantage point. You can receive what she say, digest it. You just did it with me. I said a whole bunch of words and you condensed it. Most dudes, most people don't have that tier level nor that maturation. So that's why I said I think it's valid that certain deliverers of messages, it's going to hit them and it opens up now the pursuit of their maturation. So Fresh and Fit may be the starting point, and then we end up over here like Lapeef, or Kevin Samuels or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of people. Oh, go. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, just to add, but I think the difference between them and over here is what you're projecting, right? Because you mentioned even with Melissa Ford having the experience, right, to possibly have dealt with bad men. That's one thing, and willing to have the conversation like we're doing now. But when you go around on different panels and you're projecting and you're using the ideology of the man and the bear, and assuming that uh, assuming that the bear is going to attack you no different than the man, when in reality is there's been incidents where people have been in the woods with a bear and it didn't attack them. There's been incidents where man don't attack you. So when you're projecting based off um your own your own trials and what you went through with a man, and you're using that to then say, hey, yeah, I don't trust all men, and I rather trust the bear, when it's like you don't know. Every scenario, every situation is different, and you can't come out constantly projecting and putting that and making it seem like all men are the problem or are fearful. And even with her saying, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, I can't even use the words, but I'm not even gonna say that part. But just her doing that, because I look at it like this: if you really are this fearful of man, then you wouldn't go and call them to fix your furnace when it breaks. You wouldn't go get your brakes done, right? You would really, really try to eliminate yourself damn near out the world from dealing with man overall, or just find places where it's just nothing but women that will fix your car. Not saying that doesn't exist, because I'm sure that does, right? But that's just not the case. And it's not the case that every man falls in the category of what you've been through. And not every man didn't hurt you. So to have that, to be out here projecting that, and then you got women and other people looking at that and seeing that could be problematic. And I'll end right there.
Give some of the ladies, what are y'all thinking? Go ahead, Bo.
So, I did want to back up a little bit because I forgot to add a point. Self-awareness is key when you're dealing with people in relationships. And if you don't know who you are, then you can't. Your relationships just won't be successful if you're not willing to look at yourself and see what you're doing wrong and what you could do different. But anyway. So in that clip,
like the thing with me, see, that would be a conversation. Do you know this? Did you do this thing? And I'd be like, well, what is that? And then they'll explain to me, like, oh, yeah. Well, why do you do it? That's just a part of me. You don't think it's wrong? If I thought it was wrong, I probably wouldn't do it. I don't really go around just trying to do wrong, but it's certain parts of me. Sometimes subconsciously or whatever else, I don't really be trying to cuss, but then I find that I cuss. Do you think the trying to, because you got to think about it. I used to have like OCDs and all these other different things. It's a lot of things I liked and got away from. It's a lot of things I try to avoid, but I can get a little frustrated and and it's done. I don't want to go, oh my goodness, oh my God. It's just done. And I don't mean snapping. No, I'll be sitting somewhere. I'll be on my best behavior. And then I'll be like, these people don't even respect that I'm on my best behavior, huh? Like I've seen Just Me around, and I think it was Just Me that said I was over there dry snitching. I don't believe in that snitching stuff. I'm not in no gang. I'm a civilian. Half the stuff that be going on up here, I don't really care about the Paul stuff, even though I joked around and played with that. I don't really care about most of this stuff. I think it's childish. Even when these different folks be calling themselves going after me, I be thinking that's childish. That's why when you see, typically when I respond, I say, I don't have to say nothing. Listen to this person. Anybody watching me, they go, what are you saying? I'm saying y'all are saying I do something. If you had clips, play it. And then other stuff, it just be, the in-crowd stuff. Oh, now this is, fresh over here, you guys are the cool kids. So if you want me to just drop him for free. So then I'm like, well, what's that about? And then it's also, the behaviors of these people. It's a lot of dudes with dudes. And that's cool. But I'm not into the whatever this bro code stuff y'all got going on YouTube either. and we just flinging poop at each other because we trying to be the top troll. But yeah, I wouldn't like folks be like, Kevin Samuels is your daddy. How? Angry Man is y'all daddy. Who is y'all? Shout out to Angry Man. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Shout out to Obsidian for being up there and just taking that abuse.
I think that Melissa Ford doesn't do herself any justice because she is looking at it from a lens of a woman that came from an industry that would have a lot of men in it that would disrespect or misuse her, mishandle her. Because
So you went to a big pimping video shoot. Big pimping. Jay-Z, Bun B, and Pimp C. And you didn't know about Jay-Z, Bun B, and Pimp C? Or most of these videos where they say it was so derogatory and negative. Well, why wasn't women showing up? Because they wanted to make sure they got their check at the end of the day. So are those women sellouts?
it is the music industry.
Video vixen. Video vixen.
Those men have a lot of entitlement and privilege, and those types of men treat you a certain sort of way. So I think she doesn't do her.
And them women accept it. Like when I'm looking at Rampage Jackson channel, and I'm like, look at all the stuff he's allowed to do in this time. Now, I remember back when I was younger, that was like kind of regular. But in this time, the way he flirts, the way he, I'm like, look at that. Would you look at that?
Self any justice by admitting to herself that she has a skewed version of men based on what her profession was. And so that doesn't mean that all men are like that. That means that you were in an industry that opened you up to men that are like that. So if she had bad experiences, then that's just kind of where you are. That's where you were. That's what you're gonna have. So for me personally, like if I were to answer that question, I've had more positive, like not just dating spaces. Just all men. If I'm considering all men that I have encountered, I've had more positive experiences with men than negative.
Then why would you choose the bear?
Some terrible negative experiences. But when we're talking about sheer numbers, right? I've had more positive experiences. I know some amazing men in my life. I have known some amazing men. So, yeah.
All right, Naomi Pearl. Anybody want anything?
I want to ask Bo, would you having a greater or a great outcome with be dealing with great men, do you feel like you, even with the bad man that you've experienced, that you find yourself projecting or looking at to where, looking at every man you come across, like, man, you might, in a negative way, or even trying to project that because of the fewer bad men that you had? Or do you still?
I don't see men as bad.
Okay.
So, like I was explaining to True earlier, it's not necessarily that I'm like, he might be bad. It's really just, I just have to protect myself because I know that I am weaker than this person. So I just have to be aware of everything that's going on. So it's not necessarily like this man might attack me. I just have to position myself that just in case, and this is really around anybody I don't know. This is just strangers in general. Like, you have to position yourself that you're okay. Like, I back in pretty much everywhere I go because I was taught in the past, like you're a woman, you need to be able to hop in your car and just go. So I back in everywhere. So it's not that I'm like, men are bad.
I used to try to do that. They frown on that in some places. They don't like when you back into places. They be tripping.
I hate men because they are bad. It's just an awareness that I have that things happen out in the world and I just prepare myself. That's it.
All right. Go ahead now.
So do you want me to answer the question or a reflection of the clip that we just saw?
Like me, shout out to JR and shout out to the composure and relaxings that they had here. I need more energy. So we gonna be working on this channel, getting it back where else, but I need more energy. I'm not finna. It's your turn. Oh, it's your no. I need more energy. I need everybody to wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Even though I understand their points and everything.
Oh, you can do both. You can start with the clip and then.
As far as the clip, so she brings up her algorithm a lot, like the good and the bad of it. So I'm finding it difficult for her. The perception that she's portraying is that she's seeing both sides of it. That's how I'm taking it. Because she's saying she had her algorithm is full of like some great men, and then she's in the comment section of like the manosphere men, and it's difficult for me to accept that she's, I think we all know that algorithms are built around what you seek out and then what you interact with. So that doesn't tell me that she's interacting with men intentionally in a positive way. Not majority of the time. I think she was, if you paid attention to her body language, she was more excited about like the cat videos that she gets to see. Even her shoulders got up and she even smiled and even sat up a little. And the question, are you talking about the trust question that you had asked?
No, we kind of got away. I had a new question I haven't asked for this section yet, so but I'll go ahead and kick it off with you. Do you think people judge each other more for being single or for how they choose to date, and why? Do you think people judge each other more for being single or for how they choose to date?
Do they because you're single or how you choose to date? That's a good question. I would say they would be more about how you choose to date. Even though people are like, why are you still single? I think more so how you choose to date.
On social media, I believe people judge more on how they're being single. You hear and see it all the time. Women shouldn't have, like, the high body count is always on the algorithm. Somebody's always arguing about it. It is always a topic. And that's just a woman being single, men being single. Okay, well, you must not have money to be able to date. Even the list that went around on social media about places that women don't want to go if they're going to go on a date. And it was places like even Applebee's was on there, like Chili's, things like that. So I think on social media that it is definitely on how you're being single. In real life, I think if I was to have a conversation with somebody, I would be more concerned with, how many people have you dated previously? How they date and what they define as dating, because now there are so many definitions of dating. Apparently you can date multiple people at one time, and then then don't date multiple people at one time. And some people, it's like, no, we're not dating, we're just hanging out, and so I think the communication of the definition of what their dating perception is in actuality.
Okay. All right, Pearl, you can answer that question. Do you think people judge each other more for being single or how they choose to date and why?
I honestly think they're like neck and neck. I think a lot of people in this space and just in life, period, just be judging you based on where they are in life. I think a lot of us do like a lot of projecting. And I think that comes from not understanding that conversation should just be objective. Like, it should just be fact-based. It should be you removing yourself and just looking at it from just a general perspective. So again, I say all that to say, I think a lot of people judge you for being single, and then they try to determine that you're single based on how you date, or you have people who will judge you based on how you date, will then try to determine if you're going to be single or not. Like, I think it's the same, just backwards or like the upside down. But again, that all comes down to subjectivity, because the objectivity is you want to be respected, you want to have a healthy relationship, and you want to be able to excel and be the best version of yourself. The best versions of ourselves are also different. So when you are meeting and intertwining yourself with people, the relationships are going to look different. The basis should be, are they respecting each other? Do they love each other? Are they progressing? We can talk about none of that other shit, because again, I don't determine those, and that's not my job to do that. So I think a lot of us just be minding other people's business, and that's where the judging comes in. That like, I don't care how you date. I don't care why you're single. That doesn't apply to me unless I actually want to be with you, or vice versa. So I'm not asking somebody that I'm not interested in, like, why are you single? And now I'm trying to analyze like how they date. I don't care. But again, if people wanted to come to this space, like a lot of people do, and they want to wonder the best routes or the best avenues to take, then again, that's based on objectivity. It's emotionless. It's based on facts. Like, you do this, and you'll get this results. If you have this happen, then this will result as well. So you just got to figure out what you want and stop looking outward. I said that earlier, like, stop looking outward and just look inward. And everybody else got to mind their own business.
All right. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, you want to say something?
I have to agree with Earl. I think that we are way too much in other people's business. We are far too concerned with why someone is single, and we don't even like them. How somebody wants to date. Like, I do not care that men want to go out of the country and find a wife. Like, I don't care. I don't care if you want to date outside your race. I don't care that you want to date the same sex. I don't care about none of that. Mostly just because, like, don't none of that give me no nut. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, who you do it with don't give me nothing. It don't give me no pleasure. It don't make me no money. It don't pay no bills. It don't do none of that. So I think that if we think about it like that, like, why do you care? Why do people care that I'm single? Why?
I mean, yeah, all that stuff I agree with. I agree with all that stuff. But on these panels and whatever else, we're reacting and responding to that kind of stuff. So why do we care about Tia Mowry and who she dating? She's a public figure. And then if you're thinking about both parties, her and that guy she was with, I forget her old husband or baby father, whatever he was, you think about him too. And that's because it's all public information. That's why people have thrown stuff back in my face, because I said it publicly on here. It's a part of the game. But I think that's enough about Melissa Ford. I'm sure he has another clip. The link is in the description. I'm gonna step away for a minute and I'll be back tonight because it's kind of early. I'm ending this one, but we are here to get subscribers. We are here to get likes. We love for y'all to come and comment in the comment section, and when you can support the show. But I'm gonna say my favorite thing. Oh wait, before I go, I want to test something. Let me stop this. I do want to test something. I want to see if I can see something on the desktop window. This right here. Share the media player. Can y'all see that? Let me look out here. Look out here. Let me see. Play this. All right, there we go.
And that kind of destroys a lot of potential innovation. Ability to do it.
Do you want Nighters back up? And then Questions to Ponder, what's up? I'm gonna get you in. Do you want Nighters back up?
Man, it's up to you, CG.
Okay, hold on.
You think you can behave yourself?
Let's see. Nighters, can you?
For the nigga.
Big dog physique. What's up with the gifting of the membership? Salute to you, man. Guys, salute. Guys, everybody get the likes up, share the video. Let's talk about it. St. John with the holy water. Thank you so much. Nighters, can you behave yourself, sir?
Damn.
Nighters, can you Nighters, you're not on mute, buddy.
I know I'm not.
Okay, go ahead, sir. You go ahead.
I would answer that if I was misbehaving.
Okay. Who is one of your favorite Black inventors or scientists, sir?
I don't have any favorite Black inventors or scientists. I don't even know any Black inventors or scientists.
God damn it. Well, Imperius, you were fucking right.
No, Imperius is a lonely man who stalks Black people pages, and Imperius was just on my page the other day asking for a hug. So I don't know if he's lonely or what's going on with him.
Nighters, how did that business go? I gave you that advice on that business. You follow through on it?
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying, CC?
Go ahead, Questions to Ponder. Go ahead. Go ahead, Questions to Ponder.
That nigga done got me drinking all my fucking beer over here. I'm gonna hold this shit too late.
Questions to Ponder, go ahead. Go ahead, Questions to Ponder. We can't hear you. Okay, I don't know what Questions to Ponder is doing. Nighters, can I ask you a question as a just
Sure.
Not saying that you should, but why don't you know any Black scientists or engineers or mathematicians?
It's never been something I've queried about.
Okay.
Chaotic, I have been summoned. You asked me to call in.
Go ahead, Question to Ponder.
Well, Chaotic, I have been summoned. What can I do for you this Friday?
Nighters, you got Google.
Where
she
are-
got Google.
Hang tight, Black Bear.
But if I was to Google it, that would be fake.
Hey,
if I was into that thing, I would know it off the top of my head.
Let's
So
be
to
real.
Google it would be a lie.
Let's be real.
Go ahead, man.
Nighties lives in Oakland. And I ain't picking on Nighties. I'm just
That's
picking on
doxing. Go ahead, but that's
the whole damn
doxing.
city. You mentioned
Yeah,
you live in
that's
okay, I'm
doxing.
sorry.
But go ahead, sir. Go
I
ahead.
ain't doxing you, Nighties. You mentioned it. But okay, there are cities that have been completely destroyed by blacks. Many of them, some of them in California, San Francisco, Oakland, I would guess probably other parts of LA. And shit, Oakland is one of those cities that's been destroyed. Would you say Oakland has been destroyed by blacks, 90s?
I would say I heard you on a panel say you would fist fight me, and you thought about it for a second. You said, maybe not me, I get Johnny Boy. I heard that.
What they got to do with Oakland?
I don't know why you wanted to fist fight me and then questioned yourself and said, maybe not me, I'm going to get Johnny Boy.
What about Oakland? Can you at least tell us about Oakland, man? Just
Why didn't you feel that you can handle it? I'm old and in a wheelchair and got diabetes and all that other. Why did you think you needed to get Johnny Boy?
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, Night. But
you in a wheelchair?
No, I'm not. But listen, I was listening to you one day and I heard you say that.
Now I was trying to get some. I was trying to go somewhere. Stand up, Night. I tell you, stand up.
Now here's the thing about that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why do these? If I stand up, 1 second, sir. 1 second, sir. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. If I stand up, 1 second, sir. Let's have a conversation. Wait. Let's have a conversation. Let's have the conversation. If I stand up, what will be in? If I stand up, what will be in camera range? As soon as I stand up, what will be in camera range?
Your fat ass belly.
My balls.
I have night stand up.
My balls.
Look at that. That's what he thinking about.
That's what you thinking about. That's why you asking a man to stand up.
I don't believe he can do
that.
it.
All you okay? Get on that mic now. He's jumping on that mic now. Look at his. Watch him.
I'm on my phone. I ain't on no mic. I be getting up all day drinking beer.
There you go, jumping up and down on it. Watch him.
Get up and go touch the wall back there and come back and sit down.
I'm not a follower or a flunky. There's nothing you can say that can get me in my feelings. Send that bread, man. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Break bread or fake dead.
Matter of fact,
break bread or fake dead. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
When you done 90s, let me know. Let me know you done. For $250 90s, you can do 5 jumping jacks and 2 sit-ups, two push-ups. I want you to get up, erect.
Erect?
5 jumping jacks.
Erect?
I want you to stand straight up. I don't want you to use that chair. Look.
Be in your complete weirdness.
I want you to do this.
Be in your complete weirdness.
Matter of fact,
be in your complete weirdness. Be in your complete weirdness, sir. Be in your complete weirdness. Say all the freaky things you think of. Get up erect, right? Get up erect, right? I heard you. I'm listening to you.
Okay, be quiet then. I swear for God. If you can get up, look, just like this. 5 times. Straight up. I ain't using no handrails on my chair, nothing. Straight up. And do 5 jump jacks. I sent CT.
Handrails on your chair.
You know what I'm talking about. You're joking. You can't do it. Do it.
I don't care what you're saying.
Do 5 jump jacks. Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you're saying.
You don't hear me? Can y'all
I hear you. I hear you clearly. You sound goofy.
Can this nigga read?
You're a little man. You're a very little man. You think
1,
little.
2, 3.
You think little.
4.
You're twerking again.
5.
We already have had that conversation. Don't twerk in front of me. Please don't twerk in front of me. And hopefully you don't have short shorts on again.
That is reasonable.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm not
How
going
old
to
are you,
twerk for you.
How old are you?
I am not going to twerk for you. I saw you twerk just now. I'm not going to twerk for you, sir. I'm not going to do what you just did. You just twerked. A grown man. How old are you? 70? 65? For a 65-year-old man to be twerking on.
You get up 5 times.
Hey, man, you got it, man.
Go to the bathroom 5 times.
That's crazy work.
Do you piss in that chair?
Shout out to the shout outs. Shout out to the shout out.
Go to the bathroom right now.
Shout out to the shout outs.
Get up and go get a cup of water.
Shout out to the shout outs.
I know where you get that water. You got everything right there you need, so you don't have to move.
No, this is Chardonnay. This is Chardonnay.
Where do you get that from? You got a little refrigerator close by you, so you don't have to move.
Nowhere near me.
When you get ready to piss, how long you gonna be on here? We're gonna wait till you gotta piss. We're gonna wait till you gotta piss. I wanna see you. If you get up,
that's an interesting perspective.
I believe this.
You want to wait until I piss?
If he's sleeping,
the way your mind works is interesting.
Put the nigga down for 1 minute, because I want to get it out. If he's sleeping for hours and he don't get up, it's not like he go off camera. He don't get up. He said, "Hey guys, I'll be right back." He ain't going nowhere. For hours, this nigga sleeping, drinking, and never gets up. I've challenged this nigga. Just get up and walk over to the wall. Just show me you can get up. Otherwise, this nigga might be in a wheelchair and a diaper. This poor bitch, I think we just exposed this nigga. How much? Listen, I'm here to expose these fucking fat, lazy niggas. How much do I gotta pay this fucking nigga to get up out of his chair like I just did 5 times? I don't believe he can do it. I'm putting will somebody match me to get this fat fucking nigga up out of his chair? Otherwise, I must assume he's sleeping and pissing in that chair. Wouldn't you do it, CT? Can you do it? Can you show me you can do it, CT? Can you do it? I know you can do it. You run a marathon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna believe that Black Bear can muster up at least 5 times. Ponder, I'm sure she can do it. We got a fat fucking nigga here that can't do it, right? Now you wonder why the blacks didn't invent shit. You got a nigga that sits in his chair all day long and can't even fucking get up. Can't get up. Bring it back, CT. See if you do it. CT, how much do you think we can raise to get this fat nigga up, to get up out of his chair? Went off camera. Some bitch.
Knight, would you do it for $500?
Would you do it? Knight, can you do it? That one. Come on. Don't use the rails on that chair, nigga.
I didn't use anything. You just sound goofy. You just a weirdo. You just a freaky weirdo. You twerk for me. You wait, no. You said I was in a chair. I cannot stand up.
Look, I'm gonna move the chair. Look, the chair right there. Look.
Yeah, you're a freaky dude. You finna twerk. Twerk. Go ahead and twerk for me. Go ahead and twerk. Twerk. Go ahead and twerk. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Look, you see this weight? This is a fucking killer bill. Right? You see it? 90s.
Look at him twerk. He's twerking, y'all. Twerk. Twerk. Yeah. I don't want you to listen. I already told you last time don't twerk for me, and you twerking again. John, don't be weird, man. No man wants to see another man twerk. That's called twerking. That's called twerking. Don't twerk. Do not twerk for me.
I got 250 on the right.
Do not twerk for me.
That fucking nigga get up out that chair 5 times.
Send that money. Send the money.
Get up, do it.
Send the money. No. You twerked for me again. This time you didn't have your knees out. I can appreciate that.
You fucking niggas, I tell you, man, that's all they got. Boy, I should just put your.
Hey, Nasus.
I should put you down. But
you should. You should do that. You should do that. That's the only reason I came up here is so CT can get that bread. So break bread affect dead pussy.
The only way you're gonna get that bread.
Spend that money. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Spend that money.
Go to the bathroom. Do something. Show us you can get up out that chair and move.
I just stood up for you. And that's too much because all you want to see is my print. I don't want to show you my print, John. Use a weirdo. I don't want to show my print. He's twerking again. Look at John twerk again, y'all. Twerk for me, baby. Twerk for me.
Hey, give me with the $5.
Fucking chair.
Give me with the $5. He says, "You must be so proud having geriatric bum fights on your panel." Thank you so much.
This is exactly that. This is exactly that. Two old men. You can't do a squat. Do a squat and watch me hold a kettlebell.
Get a woman. You can't do what I do. All you can do is thank me and give me praise, nigga.
Listen, on these YouTube streets, I just won a challenge the other day.
Put him down.
Spend some money. Spend some money, John.
Nigga, I ain't got it. He know you're gonna get that fucking fat nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is why the blacks have nothing. A fat fucking nigga sit up on his ass, pissing and shitting on himself, can't even get up. Amazing. All you blacks that listen to that fat, lazy motherfucker, you ought to be asking yourself something. I'm listening to a man that pisses and shits himself. Can't even fucking get up. Have mercy. I'm exposed you lazy blacks. The lazy blacks that shit on themselves and play other people's content for a living. I mean, they some disgusting people. You're disgusting.
Down goes another beer. He chain smoking weed, drinking beers back to back, and tequila. Then he went and got a 10-pound kettlebell to twerk for me. He jumped out some more weed into a joint.
What do you think about this exchange between Nightish and John?
I just jumped in the mid of it, and
yeah,
it's interesting. It's
Nightish, the only question we got for you: do you believe that Nightish can get up 5 times with his hands on top of the bed? You believe he can do it?
Yeah.
Look.
Okay.
He need hater help.
And
He trying to find some hater help.
$200. And he doesn't do it. Will that change your mind?
I'm not finna twerk for you, John.
So get him down.
Man, with the 2 pounds, we should have geriatric fights once a month. CT.
Well, get him down. You see what I'm saying, CT? Like Nate.
Send the money. Send the money, Goofy. You listen. Send the money, Goofy. 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 Send the money, Goofy.
Hey, go put that weight on.
Send that man that money.
Pick that weight up while you sitting down.
I'm doing it. That's what I'm saying. You twerked. I just lift up a 35-pound weight. Good for you, sir. Good for you, sir. You gonna have to get Johnny Boy. You would have to get Johnny Boy. You would have to get Johnny Boy for sure. You would have to get Johnny Boy. Don't talk over me. I was quiet while you talk. You gonna have to. I was quiet while you talk. Send the money. Send the money. Send the money, sir.
If I send the money, I'm gonna go off camera, CT. But what I want to do is, I want to extend the show until this fucking nigga. I want to see him get up and go fucking use it. I don't give a fuck how long it takes.
You want to see me use the bathroom?
Nigga, shut him down. Put him down for a minute, CT. He can't be quiet. Matter of fact, just leave him down until he types in the chat. I'm not going to the bathroom, then bring him back up. And I want to see him get up and go to the bathroom. Right? It's a 250 night. In the chat, I'm about to go piss. I want you to get up. Let us see that big square bar pant body of yours walking to the bathroom and coming back for 250. I challenge anybody else. If you want to see that fat fuck, if you don't believe that he can walk Let's see if we can challenge. That nigga might got a walker.
The man wants to see.
He might got a walker.
He wants me to go to the bathroom. He wants to see me go to the bathroom.
I'll start with the first video. We'll send the show. That fat fucking nigga gonna have to use the bathroom. And we'll wait. Make him type in the chat. Time for me to potty. We bring him up and we watch him go. You think he can do it? You think he'll do it?
Judging by what I've seen so far, probably not.
He's shitting and pissing himself, playing other people's content, going to sleep, and bragging about it. And the blacks who are so low IQ that listen to him send him money. I'm the only nigga to ever challenge that son of a bitch to get up. Get your funky black ass up. Change that fucking diaper. Get up, nigga. Let us see you get up one time. And I'm willing to pay this man right here that you come in, bullshit on his pants. Just get up and show it to us. Do a black man a solid, nigga. It's a natural body function. Just go do it one time. He can't do it. I just proved that that fucking nigga, a disabled nigger, is hustling blacks. And that's how fucking low blacks are. That they're listening to a fucking half-wit, disabled son of a bitch in a wheelchair. Have mercy on my soul.
Ain't tight for me. Eric, thank you so much for the support, bro. I got the chime. Salute to you, man. Positivity is coming your way. I got the $15 chime, buddy. Thank you so much. Go ahead, guys.
Or TT, can you put that 15 toward that fucking nigga going to the bathroom?
I can.
Can you do that? Yeah. Right? Because if he come back up and he when he types in the chat, I'm going to the potty, bring him up. That 15, I'll send you 250. We got 265. If we can get to 500 CT, I think it'll be worth your time. Don't you think so?
I think so. Yeah.
To see 90s get up and walk and see how fat he is, that'll be content. You mean clipping, CT?
John, come on.
There's no stage, CT. I don't want those square him. I want the whole
John, come
stage.
on, John.
Because he might
Come
take
on,
the whole stage. Is it time? Is it time? Your bladder full of 90s? Is it time? Huh? Is it time?
Cordy with the
He got a boo-boo. He might have the boo-boo.
Cordy with the $2 super chat. Salute to you, Cordy, man. Positivity is definitely coming your way, man. Salute to you. Thank you so much, Cordy.
He said boo-boo. He said boo-boo.
Benjamin Banneker. That's my.
Hey,
my
when he go to sleep, piss on himself first. Nigga, you gonna piss or shit yourself first.
Come on, man.
You gonna piss, shit, or sleep first? Which one? Hey, who wanna bet he go to sleep before he shit? We're gonna prove you a guy. This man been out here hustling other people's countries in a motherfucking diaper. Lazy motherfucker. You lazy motherfucker. Been playing even a welfare nigga content. It's a fucking diaper, you lazy motherfucker. I'm exposing your black lazy ass all the niggas like you. Now I want to see your black ass go to sleep or get up and go and use the bathroom like all of us normal people do. And I'm gonna extend the show, bitch. We waiting on you, nigga. No, you gotta piss. Shit.
Hey, tight, John. Let's talk about it. $2 super chat says this ad is brought to you by Depends. Thank you so much. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, guys. This is...
All right, John. Come on, man.
Fuck that nigga.
Oh, come on, man.
Just as quiet as you'll clean that fucking nigga. CT, matter of fact, mute that bitch until he get ready to piss, shit, or go to sleep. We don't need to hear nothing else you guys say, nigga. We just waiting on the time, nigga. Embarrass that fucking nigga and mute that bitch until it's time. Piss, shit, or go to sleep, nigga. That's what we waiting on from your fat, Lazy ass nigger with the ER, hard ER.
Oh shit. Miguel with the $5 super chat. Salute to you, Miguel. Positivity is coming your way. So I would rather not watch Night go to the bathroom. John is sick.
Come on, C. Yeah, come on, C.
Thank you so much, Miguel. Go ahead, guys.
Woo. Now I got time, boy. I fell asleep. I know you're gonna take the easy round and go. I know you're gonna take the easy round and go to sleep. CT,
what am I
CT,
watching?
Can we bet on sleep or he get up and go to the bathroom? Can we bet on that? Which one of y'all think gonna go first? I wish we could have a poll. Can you put a poll up, CT? Will 90 shit piss to go to sleep first? Which one would he be? Now, all you gotta do is just get up and make CT some money. Just get up and fake like you're going to the bathroom. I want you to leave that fucking room and come back. Go out of the camera sight and come back. I want you to touch each wall in that room right there. I see 2. On your way to the bathroom, and then come back and touch both of those walls and sit down. I'm showing you, CT, how low the black ecosystem is. That a lowly fucking nigger on the pen sitting up here content while he sleep. And then get up here on other people's panel and brag about how much money he makes doing this. That is the black ecosystem.
Let me read this.
Overweight trash.
Hold on, let me read this, man. Niggatube is a full contact sport. Thank you so much, Chosen Racer. Said Niggatube. Blackberry, you got this, or it's a full contact sport? Thank you guys so much, man.
I don't know that. I don't know. Maybe that might be something from Africa or something.
Oh, John. Oh, John. He might has dropped you for 25 just right now. Uh-oh. Damn, for 10 minutes.
He spent 15. I mean, dropping for 10, right?
Yeah, I said for 10 minutes, right? I thought I said
Yeah. It's 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, buddy.
I have nothing to say. I want him to spend that 250. Give you that 250. I'm not finna get up so you can see my hindsight, John. Come back up here and twerk and spend that 250 respectfully.
Okay, so the topic.
That's it. We wanted to get that one in there. That was the big fiasco that John wanted to. Wait a minute. I think it's one more. It's one more. Let me see. Give me a second.
Like white folks in like Brooklyn Park, Essex.
Let me see.
You got to be on the same thing like per capita. Is that fair?
So you didn't fit.
Hey, Don.
Fair enough.
Essence of listen to order and follow and directions.
Allow him to stay with her.
Okay, hold on, that's a hypothetical real quick. Blackbear, what do you think about this? Because I don't have any kids, so I think this is $250,000 a year. Probably a little bit more.
Out. And this is just me speaking. If I was
resolution, so the government is shut down.
But I was up here quiet and nice. I didn't mention John one time.
Hang tight, Danville. $5. He says, thank you so much for the $5 cash up, Danville. He says, play the damn song.
She can't really be herself around you. Certain sexual desire.
Resolution. So the government is shut down. It's impacting, or it will impact food stamps. And it seems like JP will lose out on food stamps on November 4th. So he's basically saying that he will and he's willing to pretty much rob. But what do you think, sir? Because I really believe in the welfare system because it's like a buffer. I see black women. Nothing. I dated a black chick a long time ago. She had a goddamn what are those corkies, little corkers? What are those fucking stupid
Corkscrew?
Oh, the dog.
Yorkie, a Yorkie.
She let this ugly, filthy dog.
What? I was up here quiet and nice. I didn't mention John one time.
Okay, that's it. For real.
I
That's
told you,
it.
boy, I got an ace up my
That's what-
sleeve, don't I?
That shit right there.
I wish I knew you back then when I was going through my.
That song is fire, bro. That song is
Pick up
fire.
a
Low.
stick.
All right, I'll tell you that song.
What? I was up here quiet and nice. I didn't mention.
She can't really be herself around you. Certain sexual desires. I met a woman that's married, and she had a lot of sexual desires of having 2 dicks in her. Right? You as her husband not going to be able to give her that, and you cannot shame her away from that having those.
She more than likely have AIDS. Whatever woman that dealt with you.
Hold on, man. He literally got me on the screen so I can finish my point. So when she get with niggas like me, she don't have to worry about. She could be herself around me, right? And so a lot of
women with AIDS.
When these women go to work, that's their party, right? So he worry about the woman getting fucked at home. No, they get fucked more at work. In general.
Wait. Okay, yeah, we want to add a little bit more to this BS. We got a little bit more to add to this BS. 1 second. There's a couple of things I wanted. Let me see. We're gonna do this. Learn how to maneuver in these YouTube streets. Okay, so we want this. Here we go. Had that. He was talking to me. Listen to what JP just said. Listen to what he just said. Let me just say it. Listen to what JP just said. JP said he's willing to cross swords with niggas and put 2 dicks in there at the same time. So
No, I did not say that. I said when a woman get around me,
They don't get what you're saying, JP. Let me break it down for you. JP, I know exactly.
So here's the thing right here. So they don't spend no money to drop me. These are the cool kids. John Galt and JP is the cool kids. And that's cool. That song said, fuck John Galt, what's up with CT? Because CT be doing what he doing right here. What we did on the last clip was drop this fat motherfucker. And I'm saying, make him spend the money. I don't mind being dropped. I'm not doing nothing right now. Make him spend the money, but he ain't spending no money. So then it be seeming like CT got a problem with me. So that's why the next time they play that stuff and they try to, double team and triple team on me, I snapped a little bit, but I apologize to CT the next day. But yeah, I don't like when don't double team and triple team the guy. Y'all don't think John can fight by himself? Y'all don't think JP can fight by himself? You think he needs y'all to hold their hands? I'm a little old man in a wheelchair, right? Diabetes and all of the other shit. Ugh.
What you were talking about. Do you know how many work girlfriends I had? And you know what I mean.
Right.
They can have a dude or talking to a dude, but when we're at work, smacking booties, pow. Like, stop. You know I got a boyfriend. Stop it. Now, I never fucked one. But that shit is real. The work husbands, the work girlfriends, all that stuff. It's this almost like what's the word? This adjacent type. It's almost like a real relationship, but it's not.
Here's the problem. The man said that the girl at work have fantasies of getting all her holes filled, and her husband won't allow her to have that freedom. But when she comes to him, he will allow her to have that freedom to have all her holes filled. I listen well. That's what he just said. So what he's saying is he's willing to be one of the swords in that 3 swordsman fight on that one woman. He talking about banging 3 men in a room as long as he can be a part of it. You didn't hear what he said? He didn't hear what he said? I know about work wives and work husbands. No, he said she feels like she doesn't have the freedom. He won't allow her to explore her freakier side. But with JP, he'll be one of the 3 in that number. But I guess y'all changing the subject now.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you mean. It happens more at the work spots. You're correct, sir. John with the $5 super chat. CT, yes. Have Nidus play the song. All right, Nidus, go ahead, JP. Go ahead.
So
hey, CT, I'll put this fat ass down. One for the other. I want to hear that. I want to hear this song. I want to hear that song, or I want to put that ass down. Play the song, nigga. Play it. Here for the T loves it. I heard at night they were yapping on. Play the song, nigga. Play it.
Making a woman a homemaker.
You've been sitting up here on this man panel all day yapping your mouth. I just seen, is this nigga gonna finally introduce the song? No, he just gonna keep on, and I can't take it no more. Play the song, nigga.
I love when my bitch show up.
Play it.
Twerk
I want you to play
bitch.
it. CT, have you heard it?
Throw that ass in the circle.
I haven't heard it, CT.
I have not.
It's a reason
Throw
why
that ass in the circle, bitch.
It's a reason why he's saying don't do it, Nightish. But T and other people seem to love the song.
A lot of people love what I do.
Let me play it for you, CT. If you don't want to play it, I got the link for you.
All right.
Throw that ass in the circle, you thief.
Put the link up so
when
we
you
can
play
hear it.
my shit, send me a cash app, bitch. Once you play my shit, send me a cash app, ho.
Yeah, just go ahead and play it. So you know.
So you want money to play your content while you play everybody else's content. That's something.
Yeah. I told you, y'all are my 3 favorite content creators.
Well, why don't you just
this is the shit I love to go to sleep to.
Cool.
I love to go to sleep to John's Dog. I love to go to sleep to Jay. Yes.
Play the song, man. Why don't you play it for us?
Just
you
send a
mentioned
link.
Play it, man.
Send more money,
Look,
bitch.
Here for the T said, don't play it. Nigga, you know I will send enough money.
Send it.
Play it.
Do it. Don't talk about it. Be about the pussy. Don't talk about it. Be about it, pussy.
Has anybody heard the song? Has anybody heard it?
No.
It's fire. It's a bad motherfucker.
Tell us what it's about. Tell us what you're
It's a bad mother. Which one? I got a lot of songs.
I want to hear it. You know what?
You want to hear the one about you?
Somebody go ahead and play it.
You want me to play the one about you?
The one about me and CT, please.
Okay, let me grab that for you.
Thank you.
Send a cash app first.
No. I already sent.
Oh, so you ain't gonna send me nothing? Then fuck you, bitch.
Okay. Well, CT,
get your panties out your ass, whore.
CT,
you want me to drop them down? Okay,
this one, and see, I'm going to explain to you again. Now that black, when I made a song about you, saying F you, CT. Now, if I make a song saying F a nigga, I don't even want to be around that nigga no more. Period. Point blank. That's the line that's been drawn. But this is how I feel about you. But here's a fat black, lazy fat black who can't build a channel on her own. Yeah, it ain't about you. Here's a fat black that can't build a channel on his own. He ain't got no content. But he comes up here to use you to come up here and tonight he'll be responding to this because he has no content. But at the same time, while using your StreamYard, because you pay for it, I don't think he donated much of anything. If he donated anything, he just took up space on the screen. And then he makes a rap song about you. And I want you to hear it, CT. I want you to hear it. To let you know these snakes in the midst, these black snakes.
Do you have the link?
I got it.
You said
I to hear. I wish T would come up here and tell us about it before we play it. Because he was going around channels debuting the shit. Hey, I made a song about JPCT and John Galt. Right? And this is why Black Bear said, don't play it. Don't play it now. Well, why not play the nigga's favorite crazy? He created it. Why you didn't want that nigga to play? See, this one for these snake ass niggas.
Just play the song.
This fuck nigga goes out and make a song about you, but he won't tell you how he truly feel about you to his face. He didn't debut this song to his face. These are the kind of people JP talk about. I said, man, I don't want these niggas in charge of nothing.
Let's play the song.
These snake blacks. Look at it, he dropped me. Now play the song. Cause you know I hate to stay up, nigga. You know I hate to stay up.
Let's play the song.
I'm reading back in 10 minutes now. All right. So, Knight, this rap song, what is it about?
Respectfully, the song says "fuck John Galt." I say, "What's up with CT?" Because you keep dropping me and muting me. It does not say "fuck CT." It says "fuck John Galt."
It does.
I said he's a shitty landlord. He's a slumlord. I don't say, and nowhere in that song does it say "fuck Chaotic Truth." No, I said, "What's up with CT?" Where he mute me and drop. He didn't say no money when he just said drop me. He said drop. I understand you want to coddle that man. You want to coddle that little whore that likes to suck on mics and twerk and do weird shit.
Hey,
But
nice.
I was up here quiet and nice. I didn't mention John one time.
Hang tight,
That's
DMV.
money.
$5. He
John,
says, thank you so much for the $5 cash up, DMV. He says, play the damn song. Okay. Go ahead, guys.
Please just play it. That'll get it over with.
Hey, Knight, be careful, man. It's a black young man on the panel, man. Be careful.
And I care about his that song is so disrespectful about Jay Prince and John Galt that I will not do that to that young man's ears.
He's got headphones on. So
I got headphones.
Okay.
You can play it though.
No. I'll play it on my show later on. It's extremely disrespectful.
My son
I'm not gonna listen to it.
See, I just want to show you. Now you know what that black did. You know what that black. You know what, CT? Can I play for your audience what that black did on my panel?
Go ahead, please. Play.
Now I've never done anything tonight other than give him very good advice. Yep. I got a clip of that.
Yep.
After giving him that very good advice, he came on my panel, called me all kind of things that he just said right there. He's never been in my properties.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
He's never been in my properties. You've heard blacks begging me for a place to live.
They have.
People, all kind of blacks, begging me for places to live. And I gave Nighty's advice on how he can rent his places, which he didn't follow any of the advice. He admitted to that. He on this panel. You heard it. Right? You heard him say that, right? CT on this panel.
Yep.
And then after all that, the black comes on my panel, and I'm going to put the link up if you want to play it. And you watch what he did in my panel. Right? Totally disrespectful. Old nigga. Then that wasn't enough. He went out and made a rap song about me. Right? And I don't know what exactly said. I couldn't really understand, but I know he had used the word F somebody, and you F John Galt, maybe he paused the word. And there's a reason why if he didn't say F you, there's a reason why he didn't say that, because you have a big channel. He wants to come up here so he can use his appearance up here to make content. That's what he's doing. I'm just calling for what it is. JP sees it, right? He went on all the little small channels. JP, you see it.
You got hater here with JP. This is what I'm saying right here. I know Caddy Truth since Fight Club. I know JP since Fight Club. I don't care about what size of channel that is. I be over there at Gospel of Bob. I don't even think they got 1,000 subscribers. I be over there with Here for the Tea. You just a lying little man. Everything you saying is a lie. Your feelings are hurt because you decided to call me 50 hard ERs. So I say, come on, man, stop being disrespectful. And you wouldn't stop being disrespectful to me. So I say, I'm going to make a rap song about you. And you could have let it go. You could have been let it go. I thought it was over with forever ago. And then LA come over and tell me, he playing your song right now. I'm like, how many times is this man gonna play this song? I had deleted the song. It was in the dumpster. LA said, you need to get that song out of the dumpster. That's a hit. And everybody that watched the show that day saw me go inside the garbage can because I had emptied all the stuff, but I didn't empty the garbage can. But let's listen.
What he's doing, right? You understand, right? He went on T's channel, all these other channels. Play this song, where he's criticizing us, right? But then he want to be around. He done sat here all day and didn't mention that song. These cowardly blacks, very cowardly blacks. Because if I got a song about you, I don't want to come up on your panel. I'm done with you. If I felt that way about you, I don't even want to be in your presence. Play the song. And then we're going to play the video of that low-life, disgusting black on what he did on my panel. These are the kind of nasty, low-down blacks in the midst that haven't built anything, right? They haven't built anything. They're 60, 70 years old, and we're sending our children out into the workforce. They ain't built nothing. Big old fat nigga can't get up off his ass to wipe his ass, right? We've proven that because I offered to pay him if you can just stand up. I'll pay you to stand up. He would not do it. He left the panel, right? Lazy, shiftless blacks that have nothing in their heart but hatred. Listen to that song. Look at the amount of energy he put into a hate song. He doesn't want to bring anybody up. He can't do it. He can't even get himself up. He tears down JP for content. One might say, hell, if you realize you can't make content, why don't you go to JP the Content King and come up with something positive that may benefit you both? But he just want to leech off of JP like JP is the welfare. These niggas are on his welfare, right? They have no other content. I bet you right now, and I've already looked, so many people got JP in their title. So many people.
Somebody sent me a video. Somebody got 50-some thousand subscribers doing a reaction of that viral video.
Only thing you put Nightish on your channel for is show him sleep. He has nothing. So see, I'm gonna give you the link since you haven't seen it. I want you to see this. This is by Nightish, and he's on T's panel. So you see these two hens cackling. Let me see if I can find it here.
And after you do that, Chaotic, I dropped a video. Remember that video I said I was in the car with this man's wife?
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
It's the video in the back.
All right.
I just put the video of Nightish in the back. That's Nightish with his rap song. Blacks love to rap. CT, you can see that right there.
All right, let me play it real quick.
This is Nightish's rap song here.
Give me 1 second. Let me set it all up. Ain't tight for me.
Like the fact. One more time.
Yeah, it's good. That's why I like you can know that I can like people you don't like.
Because that motherfucker talked about me. Maybe that's why I want to hear it one more time. Go ahead. Don't.
Okay, and then I gotta say something.
Don't fuck with me. No, don't fuck with me. No. Fuck John, got what's up with CT. We see the truth, don't lie to me. Fuck John. On repeat. Treat his tenant like shit, no remorse in his eyes. Collect rent while the toilets overflow and the ceiling dies. Wall crack, kids sick, ain't no heat in the room, but he drive by smiling, brand new perfume. Talking about work hard, but he built off pain. Living like a king off somebody's strain. Ain't no heart in that luxury suit. Just cold lies and the cheap ass truth. Fuck John Gordon. On repeat. Treat his tenants like shit. What's up with CT? Where the justice at? We bleed facts, ain't tweet cap. You hate your own people, ain't no soul left inside. We the ones that built you a place to hide. Mold in the bathroom, rats in the sink. You don't fix nothing, you just blink. Every check you cash got a tear behind it. Every brick you lay got a scream inside it. You ain't rich, you just rotten and greedy. Call it business, but it's souls you're feeding. Landlord of lies, you ain't human no more. You profit off poverty, lock every door. We see you on TV, smile so sweet, but outside your building we can't eat. On treat it's like shit. What's up with CT? We still asking shit. Whole block dying, and you let it be. Fuck John, gone. Treat it's like shit. Bad landlord, no mercy left. We still stand, we ain't done yet.
Okay, that's sick. For real.
I
That's
told you,
great.
boy, I got an ace up my
That's what-
sleeve though, Night.
Hey, that's
That shit right there. I wish I knew you back then when I was going through my.
That song is fire,
So,
bro. That song is
pick up
fire.
a
Low.
stick.
I
But you know,
that's all.
Night, you know what I can't do, Night? I can't rap. I can't rap. I don't even
That was not his rap.
That's all we needed. That's all we needed. Salute to everyone. Thank y'all for being here. We're gonna wrap it up now. Kind of early. We'll be back. You know, I just keep working and 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 working. Y'all get a song. Y'all get some graphics. Y'all get some AI images. Y'all come work with the night. Like, comment, subscribe, and when you can, support the show. But you know, this is one of my favorite parts of the show. Like we always do at this time.
We'll shut this motherfucker down.
That's all, folks.
Show folk is